Opie and Anthony.
Radio Shock Jock.
Opie and Anthony.
Something's going on.
Jimmy farted. Yeah, wonderful. Basil teas in the his.
Whose birthday?
I don't know. It's usually a special occasion. We're going on vacation, something like that. Is this the fond farewell to the entire staff here or something?
I think they're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think Corporate's coming in.
Yeah. Corporate.
Who's going somewhere? Everybody.
All the salespeople and everything. K-Rock, leave the building today. Okay, yeah. So all the salespeople that we all know. You know when Lisa comes in and gives us our little shoulder massages? It's going to be Tim now. Tim Reed is going to be coming in and giving us our shoulder massages now.
He's got strong fingers, though.
Yeah,
so.
oh, boy, does he have manly hands.
They're past the fact that it's a man.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good massage.
Oh, I have to give you a massage. Oh, you're getting a massage.
He said he needs a massage.
A massage. Almost sounds like Lisa.
We're doing it for Lisa. We don't know anyone else here. At this point, I think the only person I know is Lisa, and then like Tim and Stuntbrain we see every day.
Yeah.
That's it. Who else do you know in this building?
Well, occasionally you see Mara staggering around the hallways.
A drunk or something. Trying to figure out, oh my God, what the hell? The hell happened to this business? Oh my God. Her hair askew.
Oh, my God.
She's got a wobbly like thing. Wobbly heel.
Yeah.
So we got steak and eggs today. That's good. For Lisa, who we've worked with for over 10 years now.
Oh, yeah.
My God, man.
She's like a bad rash. She'll never go away. Just keeps scratching.
And she's bummed that she's not going to see us anymore. Because she'll be working downtown. We'll be working up here.
Yeah, she wasn't going to see us anymore when we left NEW.
Yeah, that's
She
what I
wasn't
told
gonna
her.
see us anything, you know,
That's what I told her.
silly businesses.
But she's all
anyway.
sad, I guess. I guess she's going to be teary-eyed today.
Is she?
She told me, I'm going to be teary-eyed today. I got to say goodbye to you boys.
I am going to be all teary-eyed.
So,
Honk, honk, honk. Why don't she fly into a jet engine? That voice of hers.
we just figured it was a good excuse to get steak and eggs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Screw you, Lisa. We're hungry. Well, we would have this guy in every day.
Oh, Kenny told me when I was in the elevator, Basil Teas is here for breakfast. He goes, and your bagel is on your table. I go,
Bagel?
Bagel? Throw that thing away.
I'll wait for the eggs.
Yes.
Good old eggs. Well, the big news is A-Rod. What an a-hole. What a douche. I'm a Mets fan.
I don't
but
see it that way.
I was talking to Yankee fans yesterday. They hate this guy. Everybody hates this guy.
Dude, the guy is one of these few guys that actually do step up, fess up to the whole thing.
He got caught.
No one's forgiven him. Doesn't matter. So did plenty of people. But the second you go up after you're caught and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry. This is a stupid thing I did," then you're forgiven. It's the people that say, "No, I didn't," and keep saying it. That's the people that are scummy. And if you look at it, this was over the counter. This is stuff you bought at GNC or something. You go to GNC, you buy that giant barrel or something.
Huh?
Well, that's what I heard.
No, it wasn't the giant barrel.
It was over the counter in the Dominican Republic. And, you know, you go to some of these countries like Mexico, you can buy anything over the counter.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what you can get over the counter in Canada and Mexico and the rest of these crazy
Oh,
places?
my God. Heroin.
This guy's a phony. He didn't mean anything he was saying yesterday. He did it to try to save his own.
I didn't hear he was
ass.
buying it in the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
Yeah, Travis has the
And
intimate
Travis has a
details on it.
great quote on this whole A-Rod thing.
Travis the monkey?
Susan Waldman.
Travis the chimp has a great quote. Let me eat your face.
No, Travis is dead.
Nice nose, bitch. Yummy.
I can't wait. By the way, stay tuned for the horrific 911
Oh
call.
my God, it's amazing.
Wow.
Actually, that's the big story of the day. We're just
I don't
getting
even think the 911 call is a story. I think the warnings that all the news people were giving before they played it is the story.
Can we get that?
We want to warn you. This is very graphic. Please, if you're listening, remember, a very disturbing clip. This clip is horrifying. That's what I heard every time I heard it.
Let's get a montage of that because
American.
that means they couldn't wait to play the clip for you.
Of course.
Those phonies.
That's an attention getter when they say that.
What do you got, Travis? Give Anthony that quote from Susan Waldman, of all people.
Oh, you want to do it in your Susan Waldman voice?
Well, I'm not the best at the Susan Waldman. I think Jimmy does it pretty good.
Jim?
All right, I'll try it.
Well, it's this lady. Everyone knows.
Goodness gracious!
Okay,
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen,
Yeah.
A monkey eating a face.
It's on your A-Rod sheet.
I get very frightened.
I'm sorry, Jim.
She had a quote?
Yeah.
Where's her
What the
quote?
hell does she have to say?
It's a good quote.
one down.
Because she studies the Yankees, she studies baseball. It's a good quote by this girl.
Posada knew.
Okay,
I hate her voice, but she's well informed.
that's Susan Waldman.
Yes.
Do I believe in Alex Rodriguez?
That's Ted Waldman. Oh, Uncle Paul Waldman.
Do I believe? She said, do I believe that Alex Rodriguez, who wouldn't have a Snickers bar or a cookie, let his cousin inject him with something that he didn't know what it was? I find that hard to believe.
Thank you.
I like the fact that she used the word believe twice in the quote.
Believe. Did you find it hard to believe that
Yes.
we were signing a lousy pitcher when the Rocket came?
Exactly. We find it hard to believe that you're wearing a Joyce DeWitt wig. Your stupid Muppet face.
Did you see the press conference, Ant? He came across as a
clips.
loser, man.
Clips. Yeah.
As a phony.
Well, that's okay because today
And then
Jeter will smooth everything over and make everyone.
Well,
look
Jeter gave him a man hug.
Jeter is like his name is even close to Jesus.
Yeah, I understand.
Jeter, Jesus. He's beloved by all Yankee fans.
Yeah.
He will forgive A-Rod, anoint him, and everybody will be fine.
All the steroid experts are scoffing at A-Rod's amateur claim.
Who's a steroid expert?
There's a lot of steroid experts
Lyle
out there.
Alzado?
No, he's
Put
gone.
some pudding out of his ear and
He's gone.
Well, he kept contradicting himself. Like one part he would say, I didn't know what I was doing, and then later on he would say, oh, it's so good to have this weight lifted off my shoulders. Like if one time he
with
says
the
I
weight
didn't
of
do anything
artificial
wrong.
muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't say you didn't do anything wrong and then say, oh, it's so good to get this
I like
off my chest.
I like when he said I was young and stupid or whatever
He said that 3 times.
He was 24, 25. That's not young in especially in baseball when you've been playing baseball your entire life.
Yeah, he came in the
at
league
a pretty
at
high
18.
level. Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's E-Rock's excuse, even when he's not young anymore.
Here's
the head shakes. I just see the hat shaking.
hat go back and forth,
I know.
left and right.
I can't see his face behind the monitor, but I just see his head shaking like, what an ass.
His disapproving.
he was injected
E-Rock.
twice a month for 18 months.
You know what? He probably is a phony. But you know who else is a phony? DiMaggio was a phony. Mantle was a phony.
What?
I mean,
Smell his finger. He was not a phony. He
I
did do that.
I'm not, yes, that was Mr. Coffee on his fingers, actually. And I'm not saying that what they did affected their gameplay, but I mean, this perception we have that baseball players are supposed to be this way, I just
Role
don't.
models.
I don't.
Yeah,
care.
I just
Holier than
at
thou.
all.
He's just a douche, though.
I agree. But
A-Rod's just a douche.
He's a tool, but he should be able to do steroids. They all should.
He was in it during the,
the steroid era.
steroid
Yeah.
era, they're calling it.
Well, Jesse Ventura has he's bringing up a good point
What was it that the Bush administration orchestrated
Yes.
A-Rod's steroid
it's
use?
all conspiracy. That Vince McMahon was indicted when his wrestlers were taking steroids,
Yeah.
and why isn't Bud Selig being punished at all?
Oh, Jesse the Body?
Yes,
Hey, that's not a bad little
it's not.
point.
He said if 104 people have been tested positive for steroids, how come nobody is doing anything to Jesse?
Someone
to,
wasn't
Bud Selig?
looking out, or somebody knew what was going on, knew it was good for the game.
They all knew.
Ah, that guy.
They all knew.
Plus, Vince was probably sure. Let's be honest. Look at Bud Selig and look at Vince. I mean, do you think that it's a little more believable that Bud Selig wasn't there when they were actually doing it and showing them what cheek to put it in?
Bud never ran out and hit someone with a chair on the pitcher's mound. That would have been great.
You know, Vince McMahon's pulling his pants down, going, "You do it this way."
Throw the rosin bag in someone's eyes.
Here's
Ump's not looking.
here's some clips from A-Rod's press conference.
Going back to 2001, my cousin started telling me about a substance that you could purchase over the counter in DR known as,
DR.
in the streets, is known as Boli or Bole. It was his understanding it would give me a dramatic energy boost and
Bole
otherwise
knew.
harmless. My cousin and I, one more ignorant than the other, decided it was a good idea to start taking it. My cousin would administer it to me, but neither of us knew how to use it properly, providing just how ignorant we both were. It was at this point we decided to take it twice a month for about 6 months during the 2001, 2002, and 2003 season.
He knew exactly how to do it. He knew exactly what it was going to do to him.
Stats?
They were great. He was already with the Rangers.
9 days ago, when he talked to Peter Gammons, he had no idea what he was taking,
right,
or who gave it to him.
Right.
And now all of a sudden,
now it's Bolo,
mysterious cousin.
Ebola.
Yeah, he's taking this crazy chance, and when he's already in the major leagues, he knew exactly what he was doing.
His cousin King Kong.
I admire him because he came out. He's still lying right through the entire press conference.
Did you know the stuff you were getting from the Dominican was steroids? And if so, did you? I know you said you were young. Did you consider the consequences at the time?
You know, I didn't think they were steroids.
You're a liar!
That's again part of being young and stupid.
Goddamn liar!
It was over the counter. It was pretty basic, and you know. It was really amateur hour. I mean, it was two guys. We couldn't go outside. We couldn't ask anyone. We didn't want to ask anyone. We went outside, team doctors, team trainers. It was two guys doing a very amateur and immature thing.
Nobody likes a tattletale except, of course, me.
Come on. He makes believe he was in high school or something, trying to get on the JV team.
Yeah,
he was already in the majors.
In that clip alone, he says, you know, we didn't think it was a big deal, but we went around our team trainers and didn't want to ask anyone else about it.
No, they were asking a lot of people about it. The buzz was probably all over the place. They're like, wow, you know, this thing, if you take it, you know?
Yeah, he's a terrible liar.
Why would he take a major chance like that when he already had good numbers? He had really good numbers.
He had no idea what it was because, listen, as he was taking it, there's actually a clip of him. He doesn't know.
This is great iced tea.
See, he didn't know.
And finally...
Do you consider what you did cheating?
That's not for me to determine. I'm here to say that I'm sorry. I'm here to say that.
Why is that not?
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
What is it cheating or not in your eyes? It's not for you to determine.
Hey, looking good, sports fan.
Yes.
Do you consider it cheating or not? Most people would consider it cheating. Because not everyone in the major leagues was doing steroids.
If you know that it's banned already.
Right.
He should have said, no, I don't, because, or I didn't at the time, because there were so many people doing it. I assumed everybody in the league was doing it.
Right.
But that type of answer does kind of revolting.
But after this, you got to forgive him.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
See?
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, no, that's terrible. That's just awful.
Yeah. I actually have audio of A-Rod on steroids, believe it or not.
Oh, do you?
This is very rare.
Is this real life? Why is this happening to me?
Oh, he's young and stupid.
Well, he said he was young and stupid, right.
It's going to be forever?
Well, yeah.
Do you consider what you did cheating?
That's not for me to determine. I'm here to say that I'm sorry. I'm here to say that in some ways I wish I went to college and got an opportunity to grow up at my own pace. You know, I guess when you're young and stupid, you're young and stupid. And I'm very guilty for both those.
Very guilty.
Very guilty for being young and stupid. 25 years old, 24 years old, something like that. Already in the major leagues for 5 or 6 years.
18, so yeah, 7 years he's been in the majors.
That's young and stupid in the majors, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good career for a lot of the guys.
Don't you love your country?
Yes, sir.
How about getting with the program? Why don't you jump on the team and come on in for the big win?
For the big win.
He was under the pressure. Come on in for the big win.
But like Ann said, it's all okay now because, you know, Derek Jeter stepped in, gave him the chug.
Yep.
That man hug thing, and now everything's okay.
I made an ass of myself.
Yeah.
Posada
sorry,
left halfway
I did that.
through.
Huh?
I'm embarrassed that I did that.
Yeah.
Posada left halfway through the press conference.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he knew.
Just got up and left.
Well, their faces, and it was all calculated because the guys were in the front row or something, all dressed down.
Oh, yeah.
They had hoodies on and jeans. Like, oh, this is one of those moments we can't be flashy. We got to dress down.
Yeah,
the whole thing was
pretend they're
calculated.
big team.
Oh, staged.
The whole thing was
staged.
That was good TV.
Make their golden boy look good.
Yeah, they did the same thing with Pettit, but they like Pettit, you know?
Right.
I don't care if he's taking LSD. Perform in October. That's all we're asking you.
No kidding.
Whatever you got to pump into your stupid friggin' buttock cheek, at least hit the goddamn ball in October.
Yeah, don't stop pumping it in your cheeks in the middle of September.
Yeah. Keep going.
Right.
Have some.
Go right to the end.
I would always do it in April and May and June and then just kind of stop.
Yeah.
Just let it fade out on its own. Why do people dislike this guy? What is it about A-Rod?
I mean, it is paid and he underperforms in the playoffs.
Jealousy, yeah.
It comes right down to that, right? He can't get the hit in the key situations, Jimmy.
I think so, and I think that the fact that he's never really won a championship and he just comes off as a way overpaid dude.
And he got a lot of money at a very young age. So
he's great, though. I mean, you can't say he's not. I mean, he's an MVP. A-Rod's a great player, and I hate him. I don't want him.
He's the best player in the game. But
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Overall, absolutely.
He's gonna
aside from the postseason.
He's going to set all the records, too.
Yep.
I would take Jeter on my team over him any day.
Yeah.
To start a team, I would take Jeter over him in a second because Jeter's a leader, and Jeter won. This jackass does nothing.
Jeter knows how to rally the troops.
He is a good captain.
Yes.
Even though I can't stand him.
Thurman Munson was a better captain.
Another reason.
The old incident.
A lot of people hate A-Rod just because.
Plane.
Yeah, good captain, but not that kind.
It wasn't like old Captain Sully.
No, they hate him because of his personality, too. I mean, he's just...
Making a guy
he's got the
personal.
biggest ego, you know, and he just carries himself terribly.
Oh, they say, look at him, he really thinks who he is. Sound like you and Sharon Stone should be talking about Ace. Do we need to sponsor?
Great scene.
Yeah. It's hot. And there you go. That's how we begin today. We'll go to the phones next. 877-212-0-A. We're working on the Chimp 911 call. But now we got to get the warning montage.
The chimp called, too?
The chimp made a few phone calls.
Hurting my teeth with its face.
These eyes are squishy, help. They taste like juju beads.
Juju beads?
What are they called?
They're juju bees.
Are they really?
Yes, there's no beads.
I've been saying that long.
You mean these bleeds?
That makes sense because I've been saying anal bees.
Oh, yes. Okay, see, there's a big difference.
Yes.
I'm sure will affect the taste.
Also, a reporter that can't say peanuts keeps saying penis.
Really?
Yeah, he's just obsessed with that word.
And it's a guy?
I'm not really sure if this...
Girl? What? Yeah, it's a chick.
It is a chick? All right, well, there you go. We'll get into that as well. Opie and Anthony, stay there. Opie and Anthony. Good morning to everybody. Who's got a job today? Eight 877-212-0-A. Oh, this is the best part.
Here we go. Get ready to kick him with the vocals. Gent.
Seamless, though. All right, we got a chimp. We got more details on the chimp.
We certainly do.
Before we get to the 911 calls, more details are coming out. This woman up there in Connecticut with the chimp, she's a lunatic, first of all. She's nuts.
You got to be a little crazy to have a 200-pound chimp run right out.
Well, people do that, but the stuff she was doing with this chimp is, well, let me just read the first sentence. Why chimp went bananas on gal is the headline.
Went bananas. Get it? Because they like bananas.
Each night, Sandra and her beloved chimp Travis would share a glass of wine before snuggling in bed together.
Oh, boy, you can only imagine what was going on.
Yeah. Why are you giving a chimp wine?
And snuggling in bed.
And then snuggling in bed.
Where was she taking the banana baby food?
He had to be boozed up before he'd do it.
Yeah.
It's still a beast.
Yes. You know, have arms and legs and kind of make faces like a person, but
she probably turned the thing into an alcoholic.
Yeah.
The Connecticut widow says she still cannot fathom how that loving animal who she raised as her child could turn violent. But when he began to maul her friend, Charla Nash?
Charla Nash.
Sandra said she didn't hesitate to stop him, even if it meant killing him.
Well, she said that her friend not only came with a different hairstyle, which was not long brown, it was short blonde puffy. It was a different car. He just didn't recognize her. And I guess he was freaking out because he had Lyme disease, and she'd given him a Xanax to calm him down.
Xanax, wine. What are you doing to this thing?
You give chimps Xanax? I mean,
you can,
but it didn't work out.
How do we know that they can handle Xanax? Who made that call?
Yeah, how do you know it works? What do you ask him? Are you nervous anymore?
Right. That's a crazy judgment call. What, you got veterinarians out there like experimenting with this stuff? Yeah, it's okay to give him a half of Xanax if he's feeling a little edgy.
Yeah.
I had to get a shovel and a knife to get Travis off of Charlie. The visibly shaken woman said yesterday, it was very difficult to do this, but I had to save my friend. I'm so sorry for what happened to Charlie. She's my dear friend. The violence began. Shirley, all right, we know all that.
Not going to be kissing her hello anymore, that's
No.
for sure. Look, just kiss a packet of open chop meat.
Well, then it goes into the 911 call, so I don't have to read any more here.
Dude, how awful is it to be having your face eaten by a chimp and get gouged your eyes, and then the owner's trying to get it off you, and then she has to go, let me go get another weapon. This isn't working.
Yeah.
The whole time he's still biting and hitting you.
Yeah.
I'm stabbing it, and it's just making it worse.
I think it could possibly be the worst thing that could happen to you.
Yeah, that is horrible.
And still live.
Wild beast.
And still live.
You know, at least...
it's just pulling your eyeballs out and eating them in front of your face.
At least a lion or tiger, stuff like that, they know. They grab your throat and just squish it, and you're dead.
It's over fast.
Yeah, there have been maulings and stuff, but I think that's more the lion or tiger just effing with you.
Yeah.
But if they want to kill you and eat you, or you're interfering with their young or something like that, whammo, right for the neck.
The chimp eats you like you're a good rib.
Chimp's just like nibbling on your face and ripping your arms out.
Just trying to find all the soft meat off your body.
What kind of strength it has to just rip your arm out of its socket?
I don't even want to.
That thing was just going crazy.
Did it rip her arm out?
Yeah. Ripped her arm right out.
Let's say hi to James in New Hampshire.
Strong.
James?
Like a chicken wing.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Just pops it out of its socket.
I just wanted to...
Yeah, James.
Yesterday, I believe it was Inside Edition. They revisited, I believe his name was St. Pierre, that was attacked by his chimp Mo last year.
Yes.
Oh, the famous story, yes.
And they revealed his brand new face, which included a wax nose, but they implanted 3 magnets in his skull and 3 in the nose. So it's a detachable wax nose.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. It pops on and off.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic. They actually mic'd it, and you hear the click as the magnets connect. It was hilarious.
I guess that's a pretty cool thing. Amazing how medicine is. I guess there's no way to build a realistic looking nose out of
He
your...
sneezes on the subway and it goes flying across the car.
Or it just goes... It just goes, hey, there's a door jam on the phone. No, don't kick that. That's half my face.
There are just 2 slits where his nose used to be. We're looking at the picture now. Did we put this up on O&A Radio?
That goddamn monkey
Let's put it up there.
Bit his nose right off.
Oh, yeah.
Just bit his nose off and ate it.
How's the guy doing? You said they gave an update. Besides the wacky nose, what else is going on with him?
Besides the fact that he looks like the villain from Silence of the Lambs, the second version, I guess he's doing all right.
Yeah.
I guess it's easy to blow your nose. You just pull it off and tip it out now.
Ew.
Like an ashtray from the Vega.
Punch it out, boys.
All right, thanks for that, man. All right, here's the montage of the news warning you about the 911 call.
Oh, yes.
Just moments after her beloved pet went on a rampage in Connecticut.
Now, we have to warn you, the call is disturbing and it's graphic.
Police in Connecticut have released the chilling 911 call from that horrific chimpanzee attack.
And we want to warn you, the 911 call is disturbing.
A bone-chilling 911 call from a Connecticut ranch.
The anguish of the call for help is chilling.
They can't wait to play it.
When you hear that,
right,
you turn the radio up.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I did.
Yeah.
I heard and it's very disturbing.
Yeah.
Whoop, volume.
It's like we were talking yesterday. It's that whole rubbernecking thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's no redeeming value to playing the 911 call on the news. We're not going to learn anything.
No, we know everything that happened.
Right.
We just want to hear the desperation.
Yeah.
I want to be able to hear the little chimp in the background just asking for some Grey Poupon and some salt and pepper.
Our whole job is to go, could you imagine if this was me?
Oh,
I can't imagine being eaten alive by a chimp.
That's exactly what it is, too.
And that's all it is.
They want to play on people's sympathies and fears.
Because we're not going to have a chimp eating humans epidemic anytime soon. This is one of those
Could it happen in your town?
Of course not.
Yes.
Where do you live?
What's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy.
What's the problem?
Send the police.
Oh, my God.
That thing does not sound happy.
That
Dude.
sound, just hearing that and it's ripping you to pieces.
It's in distress.
It's so angry.
Oh, my God. I haven't heard these yet.
Me neither.
Ugh.
I'm enjoying my omelet.
Ugh.
Can you throw a nose on here?
Why don't you put a couple of grapes in the middle of the omelet? The eyeballs.
What's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you're a chimpanzee. Why don't you go back to the bar and call me later on when your chimpanzee goes away?
Yeah, this
guy's like, she's just like, chimpanzee, friend, gun, police.
But it's like you can hear that primal attack. That sounds like a bird, actually. That's frightening, man.
Yeah. Isn't that nasty? He's just saying in chimp, I'm going to eat your face. There's nothing you can do. And there was nothing you could do about it. She's gone. Her face is gone.
You got to assume they already sent the cops out, and he's just on the line with her. You got to assume
usually what they do, you know. You just kind of send the cops out.
How? They don't have the address yet.
But they got to give him they got to give him an address.
The picture of this chimp, they keep showing it on TV. Why would you be friends with someone that has a pet chimp that wears a diaper? I would never go over their house.
What?
I would never
Rather
assume
one not wearing a diaper.
No, I'm just saying I don't want to be around someone that has a chimp as a pet.
Look
you
at
can't
him,
assume that they know what they're doing.
Yes, it could be that we were hearing in the background. Yes, it could be that. Yes, it could be that. I'm just reading horrific Pal Talk responses to what we were hearing.
But there's footage of him being so cute with a baby, and there's footage of him in the commercials with Morgan Fairchild.
Well, he was a little baby. He's an old grumpy chimp now.
Right. No, I mean, they have older footage of him, too, when he when the police had to wrangle him in, but he was still kind of cute.
Now, the problem is, when the chimp is young and playful, you put him in commercials, the chimp doesn't know any better, but then the chimp gets older, gets the hormones going, and now you're, preventing it from getting some of that nice chimp you-know-what. Was it a male or female?
It has been.
What was it?
Travis.
It was, a male.
So we don't know. It could be either.
So, if you got a chimp as a pet, you got to get him some,
yeah.
Because eventually, eventually that's going to catch up with him.
I think it's like the child star syndrome, You got all the attention.
Right.
There's a little baby, cute chimp. That's
right.
Working with Morgan Fairchild.
Right.
And look at what happens. He gets older, gets all ugly looking, mangy. No one wants him anymore.
He was the belle of the ball at one point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just screaming at you while your limbs are being ripped off.
Oh, he's really, really attacking that lady.
Oh, boy.
He was mad.
Let's go to Rich.
And there's no talking to it, which is like, hey, settle down. Let's talk this out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're a chimp.
Well, she should have had a stun gun or something. She should have had some kind of weapon just in case this happened.
But the friend couldn't stop. That's the scary part, is this woman who raised him couldn't get him off.
Because of all the wine and Xanax. And who knows what else she's pumping into the chimp.
Stabbed him, and it made him mad.
It's like LaMotta beating his brother.
Let's go to Rich in O-Town. Rich.
Hey, happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Hey, I just want to say that the beginning of it sounds like it's a wacky radio prank call, like TLJ or the Jerky Boys or something, and the dispatcher doesn't even sound like he believes it. It sounds like, oh, yeah, chimp. Right, okay.
Right. Wait, let me hear that again.
Sure, emergency.
Oh, this is Sandy.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up.
Oh, send the police.
He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
Chimp, my
Bob.
friend.
Baba Booey.
Chimpanzee is killing your friend.
Let's say hi to Keith in Connecticut. We got more of the 911 call, but first, Keith. Keith, go ahead.
Hey, what's up? You were talking about that diaper before.
Yeah.
They own a towing business. So on top of you getting your car towed away and being aggravated, when you go to the office to go pick up your car, that filthy monkey would throw a diaper out the window at you and hit you.
For real, this thing was throwing dirty diapers around?
Yeah, nonstop. If you look at the news, the building they keep showing with the tow trucks, the second floor, the window has bars on it, and it sticks outside the building. So he has a clear shot. He just drops them like water balloons.
Wow.
All right, punch it out.
Thank you. Would you do a chimp diaper mustache?
If it prevented him from doing that to my face, I certainly would.
That's pretty funny.
911. This is Mario. There's a monkey throwing the barrels at me. He's trying to kill my princess friend.
People on Pal Talk are funny.
Is there more of that? That's not the whole call, right?
No, let's go with this one.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please, shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face
Oh.
off?
He tried to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, ma'am.
Guns. They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry.
Are you there with your friend? I need you to help your friend. Can you go help your friend?
I can't.
What are you, nuts? This guy doesn't know how to handle it. Could you go help
Stop
your
it.
friend? It's obvious. No, she can't.
Help your friend.
What are you, crazy?
That lady is left out this whole time.
Yeah.
That woman has chimp teeth being sunk into her.
Yes.
And he's ripping her apart.
Yeah.
He's already ripped her face off by
Yeah.
the time this call is made.
Face is gone.
You know, I think the operation would be saying, can you go help your friend?
Can you help your friend? Maybe, pat the chimp on the head?
Hurry.
Are you there with your friend? I need you to help your friend. Can you go help your
I
friend?
can't. He tried to attack me now.
Is he still there with your friend?
Yes.
Okay, so then back off. Then don't get any closer, okay? They're already on the way.
Yeah. Oh. Can you jump over the monkey and the barrels and help your friend?
Let's hear that 911 audio again.
There's someone on the way.
With guns,
With the music.
shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell
See,
me.
that's what. All right, that's all right.
If you're interested, there's a Donkey Kong kill screen coming up.
Yeah, I'm with Larry.
Larry.
You're going to find your
Larry.
chimp dead in the driveway, Larry.
Your mother, Larry.
Your mother's a chimp, Larry.
You know, I was going to say the same thing about the stun gun. If you own a monkey, why wouldn't you own a stun gun?
Yeah, I
cattle
totally
prod.
agree with you. It doesn't mean you have to
Shock 'em.
use it on the thing, but just in case.
Something,
Exactly,
an
exactly.
attention
Start
getter for the
freaking out.
thing.
Shock them.
Shock the monkey, you're saying?
And then you can play that song. Shock
spank
the
'em.
monkey.
Or spank him, yeah.
Hey.
You know what it is, too? We had little Mikey in here.
Adorable.
And his back
not really.
is solid. It feels like a bone.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
the muscle is so solid.
Oh.
A stun gun in that case is not. He's just going to rip your arm off with the stun gun in it. You're
Yeah,
not
that
going
might
to
get
stun
him
gun
mad.
this thing.
Dude, Mikey, there was something in his eyes. It's going to happen to Mikey eventually,
No,
too.
Mikey was adorable.
Oh, yeah.
We should get Mikey back in.
Hell no.
I would hold Mikey. I would trust Mikey.
Ask.
Yeah, this
Mikey.
woman trusted her chimp.
Oh.
What
Well,
happened?
just make sure, but do give Mikey a
That's
urine
wonderful.
check first. Make sure he's not on drugs.
Yeah.
I don't want to drugged out monkey.
None of those Xanax in his
Right.
tea or something. He's drinking tea and wine.
Exactly.
Just my luck. You trust Mikey, and the next thing you know, Mikey's eating my eyeballs in front of you. No, Mikey will not be returning to the show.
Why?
Screw all chimps and monkeys at this point.
Mikey was a good boy.
What?
You just got to scratch his head a little. That's what they like. Sugar, sugar, sugar. They cut it out.
She did say that the chimp ate her friend's face off, right?
Ripped her face off.
Ripped her face off.
You want to take his face? Yes. His face. Eyes. Nose. Skin. It's coming off. The face.
So that was the whole call?
We got 2 more after the break, Jimmy.
There's more of the call?
Oh, yeah.
This goes on and on with the chimp just chewing away at her
What is she, a
friend.
chatty Cathy, this lady?
Yes.
I didn't start doing radio yesterday. We're going to tease the hell out of this one. Going to get some TSL and some QM and some quarter hours, right, Stunt Brain? Yes, sir. That's what we do today. Let's say hi to Dan in East Meadow. Dan.
Hey, boys, how you doing this morning?
Good.
It sounds like Sheila Broflovsky from South Park. Go help your friend. What?
Yeah, it does sound like that. My chimpanzee! Send Officer Barbary!
Take it easy, boys.
That's a good one, bro. Let's go to Talon the trucker. Talon, what are you hauling?
Chimpanzees.
Diapers, paper towels, stuff like that.
You hear about the truck that dumped its meat all over the highway there?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Big store here in New York. I don't know where they got the footage, but meat all over the highway.
Apparently, it was a bunch of hamburgers.
He's funny.
Oh, why wasn't there a chimp on that set?
There was. He wrote the script.
What talent?
So I guess that's why they call that area the meatpacking district over there in New York. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Don't jackknife. That would break my effing heart.
Hey, Talon, is there a reason for your phone call today?
Now, how much more interesting would it be if the chimp was sexually aroused and just wanted a good time with the lady? How would the lady do that kind of a call?
Oh my God! Get a condom! Get the police with a condom!
I want to know what else this woman was doing with her pet chimp. If they're sharing wine and snuggling in bed together,
there was
what else is going on?
I would assume that there was some hanky panky going on, which angered the chimp because he wanted no part of it. No part of it.
Let's say hi to Dylan.
Dylan,
Long Island, Dylan.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Dylan?
Got you on the desk pushing
not,
pencils.
Tell me that's not George Costanza's mom.
Yeah, that's another one that kind of sounds like George's mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, very good.
Almost like a bit.
Oh, here's another really good one. Mike in Chicago. Mike.
Hey.
Hey.
She's eating my girlfriend's face of all the dramatic things. Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
King Kong's face, he knew. Mighty Joe Young is there.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
And the grin, Grape Ape knew.
Yeah, I hope to see you next season and eat your face.
Yeah. Oh, there's McGilla in George's box.
Gorilla, Jesus.
There's McGilla in Curious George's box. My mouth sounds really wet.
Lancelot Link knew. Secret chimp. Remember? They used to make him talk. It was Secret Agent Chimp. And his big defense, I think, was eating people's face. They should have had that.
Oh, the excitement! Coco signing!
Oh, would have been a better picture to put an ape up there.
Sure would have given a more inspirational speech at a George's box. See you again! Will ya? Will ya? My country girlfriend will try to hang herself. All right, thanks. Nice talking to you.
Good for you. Really. All right, after the break, at least 2 more 911 calls as the chimp continues attacking.
Fantastic.
This story just won't go away anytime soon.
He was biting
this
this lady the whole time?
Whole time, just damn thing was hungry and angry and probably horny and anxiety ridden. What?
Drunk, hungover.
But this chimp would have attacked. That's the beautiful thing is like there's no bullying. Like if George Foreman or Tyson or anybody had gotten out of that car, this would have happened the same way. I mean, it wasn't like he picked on a weaker target.
Yeah,
he would have attacked anybody.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that. Tyson in his prime against an angry chimpanzee.
Tyson would be on the ground getting his face eaten.
Yeah.
He would. Yes, this thing would rip his arm out.
Are you kidding me?
Tyson would have a great punch.
He would have a shot.
This thing attacked his teeth.
Oh, one punch, that chimp would be down.
Nope.
The chimp is down. Stop the fight. Stop the fight.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Right. Say it again,
Is there
dummy.
a better sports call ever than that, though?
And
Do you believe in
his
miracles?
wig was flipping each time he said it.
Do you believe in miracles? The greatest sports call of all time.
Is that the Bobby Thompson home run?
No, the Americans win the gold. Olympics.
That wasn't them winning the gold, though.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, they
You're right.
beat the Ruskies.
Yeah, but you're right.
That was still amazing. Although I still
But beating the Russians was
It was
the
more
thing to
important
do.
to just beat the Russians back then.
At that point, it almost didn't matter if they didn't turn around and win the gold. But what was it? Tyson and a chimp.
Let's see, Tyson and a chimp.
That's why
no element of surprise there. They're both in the corners of the ring. The chimp comes out. Tyson comes out. And they start fighting.
That's why humans are lame. We think we're so great. Tyson is so great. You put him in with a chimp that doesn't even have any boxing experience, and it's over like that.
Remember Tyson in his prime?
There's no way.
Tyson bit Evander Holyfield, though. I mean, Tyson understands that barbaric fighting style.
Tyson will bite your face
Yeah,
off.
but the ear pretty much stayed intact for the most part. If the chimp is biting your ear, the whole thing's coming off.
Yeah.
But this thing
the whole thing will pop off your face. That's the difference.
This thing would bite your testicles off. Like, that's what they do in the wild.
Oh, the ref's got to step in for the low blows. That's not fair.
I'm not saying the chimp wouldn't have points deducted.
Yeah, the chimp is not winning on points.
But he would eventually win by removing your limbs.
You guys ever see the old footage of the Olympic sprinter? Was it Jesse Owens taking on a horse?
That was Jesse Owens, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just showing how lame humans really are in the end.
I know.
You put a dolphin in the pool, Michael Phelps doesn't have a chance. But we all think Michael Phelps is the greatest thing ever.
I take a dolphin to a friggin' grocery store, see how long he lasts.
Give the dolphin a bong and watch how stupid he just stares at it.
Sticking it in his blowhole. Yeah. Trying to take a hit.
Yeah.
Losing his tuna endorsements.
But we just brag about it. Humans just brag about how great we are, though, physically. And then, the animals just laugh at us if they had brains.
Thank God
real
we
brains.
have brains and opposable thumbs to just destroy them with.
And go, look, sorry, dolphins, you can't be in the Olympics.
They do.
We make the rules. I'm sorry.
Invent a gun, stupid.
Right.
Then we'll start paying attention.
Right.
They do beat us physically, but you know what? I don't see a lot of monkeys with us running around in diapers in their houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go. Here, run around, entertain us, juggle.
It's Taylor.
Yeah. You would think after all these years, one of these animals would, try to get a job or something. Why is it us and then nothing? We've done this break before, and it just bothers me that it's us and then nothing. You're not waiting for the bus with another animal. Nothing.
The animals
They haven't even
working.
attempted to start working at a real job.
Maybe the economy would be better. They could have their own type of money.
Right. If we could tax the hell out of squirrels and stuff, the economy would be in way better shape.
The treasury of friggin' acorns. That'll be wonderful.
That doesn't freak out anyone else. It's us and then nothing. Not another animal coming up in the ranks.
No.
That creeps me out. Apes, they're not living in apartments and getting jobs.
They bite your face off.
They're right behind us. They're not that far behind us. Compared to...
They get TV gigs.
They're way behind us. They're not walking around with iPhones. We like to think they're close, but they're nowhere near us
Walking around
still.
with eyeballs in their mouth.
Right. We got iPhones. They got eyeballs in their mouth. Exactly. And this doesn't freak anyone out.
I want Mikey in. I want to pet Mikey. I feel better about chimps again.
Well, Mikey's good.
He's great.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense.
Cute little chimp.
We don't belong here. Aliens put us here. Thank you. Steve on Long Island.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. What the hell was Edith Bunker doing with that chimp? I want fucking Gloria!
Everyone's coming out for it. Yeah, she sounds like a lot of different people.
She's a little panicky Penelope.
Oh. Could we throw this? Oh. You know, I can't take the credit.
That's a good one.
Let me say hi to Gil in Boston. I want someone on this immediately, and I want to be able to play this tomorrow.
Oh, I want to hear her with Christian Bale.
Oh, Jimmy! Jimmy!
Jimmy, that's great.
What? This guy
blew up his spot.
You just blew up the spot of a working stiff that could get a little attention today.
I've got to put him. I apologize. I forget I said that.
So what?
Gil in Boston, how are you?
He's named after Fish Long.
What's up?
Hey, Gil.
Gil.
Hey, man, I want to hear Christian Bale.
I said that.
I said it first.
I didn't read what you said, but Ope's reaction, I knew there was when he said by tomorrow, there's some kind of audio. I'm like, what else could it be?
Yeah.
So I did steal it by proxy.
No, Gil,
that's a good idea.
That's a very good idea. Let's get on that. Let's mix the Christian Bale and the 911 call audio.
Oh, good for you.
Hey, can we put the audio up on onaradio.com so people can download that and make some mixes for us? Okay, we'll do that immediately. And, of course, the obvious, thank you, Blackout Earl from Wagbag. They did take that name. Nice. It has to be Ultimate Fighting Rules. Of course.
Ultimate Fighting.
You put a chimp in. You put a chimp in with any of the UFC guys. It's not even close.
All right. What about?
It's not even
Fedor?
close.
Fedor would have been on the ground having his Russian face eaten the same way that old lady was.
Right.
Monkey wouldn't tap out. I say chimps never tap out.
Chimp would never lose.
What if you get him one of those like arm locks,
dude?
You know, and you're bending. And the chimp ain't tapping, so you could snap that chimp arm, you think? You think you could snap a chimp arm?
The chimp grabs your leg and bites your foot off. What do you think the chimp does? Play by UFC rules?
Right.
When Fedor is being pinned, there's a guy's leg biting.
Right.
The chimp bites your testicles.
Right. You know,
Let me up.
Fedor gives you just a nice, cute little twisty and hope you tap out. The chimp rips it off and goes, are you going to tap out, or am I going to now eat your testicles in front of you?
Yeah, true.
It's not even close. That's why we're lame. Humans are lame at sports.
I wish PETA wouldn't get involved and you could actually have people face off. And I mean, seriously, punching that chimp as hard as you can in the face.
There should be some
Just try to box him. Keep him off of you. Keep him away from you, Rock.
Yeah.
You got to keep him off of you and then jab and just keep punching him in the face.
There should be some.
Only does long arms get you.
There should be some kind of rule. If a chimp eats your friend's face off, then PETA can't get involved, and now we put the chimp in the UFC.
It's go time. Tell the
It's
tape.
go time, right?
But we don't know how to.
PETA got involved in this case, by the way. We'll explain after the break.
All right. No, Mike's panicking with that break.
Mike's ready to bite someone's face off. We don't go to break.
We don't know
Oh
how-
my God, he's chimping out on us.
We don't know how to fight animals. Like when a chimp comes flailing those long arms,
oh my God.
Nobody stands there in fighting pose. You go, monkey attack!
Right.
And you curl up and get bit.
Right.
You try to box him with those long arms. It ain't happening.
He has no finesse at all. He just skips with primordial rage, and flails his chimp arms, and you go, I'm dead. Help.
His teeth get to your face,
Yeah.
and it's over.
Big hairy chimp arms.
You know, they say if you're hiking and you come across a mountain lion or a bear or something, the best thing to do is try to make yourself look as big and large as possible. Who the F is going to stand there in a path and do that?
Curling up in the fetal position.
You
crying.
are turning and running, which is the worst thing you could do, but who's going to be brave enough to go, all right, I read this somewhere. I'm going to just make myself really big looking.
I'll outrun this cougar.
Jumps on your back and just gnaws at your neck.
All of a sudden, you're that little friggin' laser light you put on the carpet for your cat.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's a great way to look at it.
Please. All right, let's satisfy our own chimp, Mike, over there.
Opie and Anthony in the middle of the 911 audio of that chimp attack up there in Connecticut. Let's say hi to Bruce in New Jersey. What's going on, Bruce?
Oh, what's up, Oak?
Hey, Bruce.
Jim, hey, what's up? Hey, listen, you guys ever see this show on cable called Man vs. Beast?
I heard about it.
Well, they had this guy this weekend. They had this 400-pound sumo wrestler doing a tug-of-war with an orangutan that weighed 130 pounds. This sumo wrestler, this fat thing, was pulling and pulling. He couldn't move this orangutan. Your orangutan's like scratching his nuts and holding on to the rope with one hand.
One hand.
I'm actually watching the video. I'm watching the video as you talk about it, and it really is funny, man.
Well, when he gets tired of this sumo wrestler, he just starts pulling and pulls this guy like nothing. He didn't even budge that friggin' orangutan, man. He couldn't even budge him.
Look, the orangutan is barely struggling.
Yeah, the orangutan's got like a wooden thing where he can kind of put his feet where he can hold on.
Right.
Well, they both do, but
they
still,
both do, yeah.
He can't even budge that orangutan.
Dude, chimp strength is
look at that,
so
right into the
stronger.
mud.
Like, yeah, any of these apes.
They hang by their feet.
The great apes, any of them.
I knew this chimpanzee thing was going to happen as soon as Obama became president.
Oh.
You know
why?
Why?
I know racism's so easy to do, but
why?
Why?
Do you have to be so goddamn like...
Bruce, you had a good call going, too, my friend.
I figured I'd throw that one out there.
All right, Bruce.
Figure he'd throw that one out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sumo wrestler versus monkey. We'll link the video on owendayradio.com, but it's man versus beast, proving that, yeah, we're lame. Humans are lame. We like to think we're great at athletic competition, but...
You know what is great, though? We can take things, and then using our wonderful brains and hands, we build it, and then we can take a chimp and run him over with a car. I like to see chimp versus car that we built. That's right.
Some of the other things they did on...
When you're talking mono e chimpo, that is where they could kick our ass.
See the post? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, some of the other things they did on Man vs. Beast before we move on. That professional leader that wins the Nathan's hot dog eating contest that pretty much every year.
Yeah.
Until recently, I can never say his name. The Japanese fella. Kobayashi, sure. He lost a hot dog eating contest against a Kodiak bear. They also had a Navy SEAL. He won a race against a chimpanzee through an obstacle course. Oh, yeah. Well, the chimpanzee gets all confused. Of course that's going to happen.
They're like retards. They're very strong, but they are kind of retarded when it comes to,
figuring stuff out.
Imagine if they were as smart as we were.
Right.
It'd be like Planet of the Apes.
Oh, they got that, too. All these videos are up online. The little fella's doing good on the obstacle course. How the hell does it learn to do this?
They sure can climb.
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket.
A group of 44 dwarves lost a race against an Asian elephant to see which could pull a commercial jet a certain distance first.
44 dwarves? Hilarious.
Against an Asian elephant.
Should have all been sucked into the engine. That would have been great. I hit some dwarves. I'm landing in the Hudson.
Sean Crawford, a world-class sprinter, won a 100 meters race against a giraffe. Outsprinted a giraffe, but lost against a zebra.
Yeah, zebras.
What happened with the giraffe? The big, long neck got in the way of...
They're kind of lumbering giraffes. They do this loping kind of gallopy thing, but it's very slow.
And then the sumo wrestler thing we just talked about to start that. What were you saying, Jimmy, in the post?
The New York Post cartoon. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything nasty, but it says it's got the two cops and the dead chimp. And the thing is, they'll have to find someone else to write the next stimulus bill. That's the quote.
What?
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. That's the New York Post cartoon.
Are you kidding me?
What, do they just completely lose their minds?
I'm sure they'll say, no, it's simply because...
What did they mean by that?
Probably because, it obviously sounds like it's a nasty... We all know what it sounds like. But
in this day and age?
But it's obvious. I'm sure they don't mean that.
What's the other angle on this?
I'm glad you pointed that out because, you know something? We're going to see some unbelievable letters come in about that cartoon.
Their argument will probably be, because it sounds like it's just a nasty, let's be honest, it sounds like an Obama slam. That's what it sounds like.
Right.
But their argument will probably be, no, it wasn't intended to be that. It was about the how stupid the bill was and how much whatever is in it or how much, but everyone knows reading that exactly what it looks like.
But the cartoon has the dead chimp on the ground with bullet holes in it and blood everywhere. Cop that just fired the weapon, another cop there, and it says they'll have to find someone else to write the next stimulus bill.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Wow.
That is a firing right there.
I would never even say that like on the air.
Hell
you'd be
no.
You'd be fired in a second.
When I said that, Anthony's face looked at me like, "What are you nuts?"
I'm like,
But
Jimmy, are you making that up?
But that
Please tell me that you saw that somewhere. That was my thought.
Yeah, that's the.
How else could this be taken?
Oh,
the only way they can spin that.
I know you just explained it, but I still don't see it.
That ain't going to work.
Spin it how?
The only thing they could possibly say is, well, because the bill was so poorly written, we don't look at it. Like, they'll take the high road and go, what? No, we didn't mean that. Why would you think? They'll put the onus on the people who think that's what they mean.
It won't matter.
I agree.
There's going to be outrage.
I'm still trying to figure out another angle on this. Wow.
That he's just stupid. That the chimp, is not the smartest thing. He's just whatever. And they shot him. And now you got to find someone else to come up with this stupid stimulus bill.
Right.
That'll be their angle. But if you look at it, it seems very racist.
Or just the fact that he was shot. Which
that's another thing. Just the fact that it's being shot, and you're talking about a president.
You know what? I think this has legs, Jimmy.
Well,
you found something today.
I'm sure a million.
I don't
people
see it
thought.
any other way.
But it's not even like it doesn't outrage me at all. It's just like that was kind of a weird one. I wouldn't have made that tie-in. That's just a bizarre tie-in.
Who let that go through? Someone's getting fired. You watch.
That's a bad one.
Whoever draws those pictures.
We got some experience on this stuff. That's a bad one for somebody.
That's going to be a biggie.
You watch how that kind of just takes off today.
You watch the letters to the editor. That'll start it.
They will take.
Can we link that to ONARadio.com?
It's not online yet, and the weird thing is, it doesn't look like it's signed.
Really?
Is it? Okay.
Did somebody slip it in last minute?
Yeah.
That would have been great if somebody just slipped it into the presses at the last minute.
Wait, they usually sign their cartoons? Yeah. And this one isn't signed?
Sign in the bottom
Danny
right.
found it, so let's get it online. OwenDayRadio.com immediately. This thing,
they're going to take.
And if you see this, try to give me another angle they're going for here. I don't see any other angle.
That don't look signed.
They're gonna, I thought it
looks
did.
like scribble down there, but
no.
They're going to make it look like the outrage should be on anybody that would think we meant that. Yeah. Guarantee that's what they're going to say.
All right, but
that doesn't work with radio personalities.
Right. Oh, we'd be so fired.
Utterly fired.
We wouldn't even be allowed to finish our show. They'd come in here, even though there's no corporate people here. They'd find a way into this building and get us off the air. Let's say hi to Ryan in Atlanta. Ryan.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
I was going to say that it's not directed at Obama. It's directed at Congress.
I know. I understand that.
Bill.
Yes.
And they were kind of doing all that. I honestly, I'd love to see them,
Well, maybe if it was a bunch of monkeys.
For that, but I really think
it's one monkey.
Yeah.
It's the stimulus bill, and the monkey's dead.
The stimulus bill is attached to Obama.
Right.
I mean, when you think stimulus bill now, you think Obama. You don't think Congress.
Right.
And it's one monkey. If it was a bunch of monkeys, then you could say, well, then it's Congress.
Right.
But that one, wow, they got some splaining to do.
Yeah, I because right now all you're showing is the bill is put again, like you said, on Obama. That's what I'm saying. Technically, they'll say, well, who wrote the bill? They'll put it on Congress and go, that's what we meant. That only that's the mentality of a monkey wrote this. He didn't write it. That's what they'll go about. Everybody knows what the visual is telling you.
Of course.
But when you have a racial stereotype that's been used offensively for years and years and years, wow, that's a hard one to skirt. Saying that's Congress laying there.
Yeah, you exactly. If someone on the radio or if a comic on late night TV had said that they shot that chimp dead. Wow, it looks like they're going to have to get someone else to write this stimulus package. You watch how fast there would be a problem.
It sort of happened in Boston. It sort of happened in Boston. There was a picture taken where a gorilla got loose from the zoo.
Oh, right.
And it was hanging out at a bus stop. So you had a show up there making some, racist jokes about that. I think they got fired, right?
So completely and
right.
Just completely fired.
Right.
Couldn't be any more fired than if you got fired, came in, and got fired again.
That's very fired.
So fired.
All right, this guy has another take on the cartoon, Richie and Jackson. Richie.
Hey, man. Great show.
What's up? Thanks.
I think what they're trying to get across is the old saying, if you put 100 monkeys in a room, they'll write the perfect novel.
Oh,
Have
boy.
you ever heard
That's,
that before?
no,
yes.
no, I've heard a quote that sounds kind of like that, but that isn't the quote, my
If
friend.
1,000 chimps or 1,000 monkeys typed for 1,000 years, one of them would actually put out the Bible or something like that. Like one of them would by accident type out the right amount of words and spaces accidentally.
I don't see
I would
that.
take that bet.
Jim got the gist of it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all heard
Typewriter.
that. Yeah, I would take that bet in a second.
Dude, you know what it is? Look, it's a comic, one-panel comic in a newspaper that no one's going to think that deeply into. You're going to look at it at the face value, which comes off looking like, oh, boy, what are they, crazy?
Yeah.
That's wow. I'm amazed what I'm looking at today. I'm amazed at this one.
Had they come out,
I still don't see another angle.
At least I finally found something to go over my fireplace.
unless somebody said, unless there was a public quote recently, because these political cartoonists are geniuses. I mean, they really are brilliant guys. Unless there was a quote where somebody said, what, did a monkey write this or did a chimp write this?
Right.
Unless that was such a public quote done recently and this is sarcastically addressing that. That's the only thing that makes sense.
You know what we should do? Should get Sam, take a copy of this, go down the street, and go, what does this mean to you?
Yeah.
And I guarantee 9 out of 10 times they'll go, wow, this is an Obama
That's
thing.
a great idea. Let's find out. That's a really good idea.
Get that idiot out there.
But cut it out of the New York Post because you don't want them to see it surrounded by
Just have it.
newspaper print.
Just get the cartoon, put it on some white paper where it just stands alone.
it's
and
great.
I bet you 9 out of 10 people easily would say, wow, that's crazy. That looks like they're slamming Obama.
So, like, what do you think of this?
Right.
Read this and then tell me, what do you think of this?
Right. They were only suspended for 2 weeks up there in Boston for the
What?
Thank you, Ryan.
Gorilla got out of the zoo.
Yeah, they suspended those guys for a couple weeks. So it is Boston. They're a little more tolerant with their racism.
Of course they are.
So, yeah,
they just don't like when you say the mayor's dead.
Well, yeah. Then you have problems, right?
Forever.
Idiots. And I made a mistake. I said 44 dwarves, and everyone's correcting me on instant feedback. It was 44 kickables.
Right.
Stephen S. from Bayshore came up with the kickables thing, and I apologize. What is this?
He's the artist, Sean DeLonis.
All right, what am I looking at? Just say it yourself.
Yeah, he's a big artist here. We're trying to track him down if we want to ask him ourselves.
We certainly do.
Yeah.
I want to sound like a flaming lib when he gets on the phone.
I just want to know what his angle
I'm
is.
offended by this. I want to see how he reacts.
It's just, I guess the point we're making.
Powers and backs down.
There's different rules. I mean, radio guys would be fired for this. Even if we would try to explain, no, we were actually doing this. It doesn't matter. But it's a different set of rules for people in journalism and on TV and everywhere else. All right, more 911 call audio of the chimp attacking that woman up there in Connecticut after the break, okay? We'll get right into it after the break. Opie and Anthony, stay there. Starlight? Opie and Anthony. Thanks for checking us out this morning. I want to thank Basil Tees.
Yeah.
I just had some of the steak and a fine omelet. Food's ridiculous.
I'm eating this steak like a chimp eats a face. It's so good.
Basil Tees, yes.
Are you making me want some steak, sir? Oh, cool. I asked for that without it. No nose. Light on the eyes, please.
Get some of that cheek in there, though.
Yeah, you have to have a
little cheek, right?
Little cheek.
Basil Tees, they're part of the new half-off dining program. What's that about, Steven? You know? You don't know. $50 certificates for $25. Nice. Go to 923krock.com for details.
That sounds like a deal.
And Sam is hitting the street. What happened?
Just for E-Rock, because you were talking to
Steven.
That guy. And
that guy's been cooking for us for years.
E-Rock just hustled over with the microphone, and by the time he got there, it was like a minute after he stopped talking. So he's just kind of standing there with a microphone over the sausage.
Just awkwardly.
But at least he ran over there. It was a good effort, young man.
Did you eat anything from over there? What did you have that wasn't on your diet?
How about what did you?
Nothing.
What?
You just said that you ate something from over there. What did you eat?
It was egg white omelet with asparagus, pepper, onion.
Cheese?
You can have some cheese on it, yeah. It's canned meat.
That's what I have.
Cheese is evil, my friend.
Thank you, sweetie.
Cheese is evil if you're on a diet.
Yeah, I have a
But
nice
it's so
piece of-
damn good. I would eat cheese every effing day.
A teeny bit's okay. I always have a teeny bit.
Steak.
I had some steak now, but
Jesus
just no butter. Just don't cook with any butter. I like it nice and plain.
All right.
That's how a big boy
Hey,
has it.
is Sam on the street? We're sending. Jimmy found something in the paper today. If you want to call it a paper, some people still call it a paper. I certainly don't.
I call it a Kaiser blade.
What did you find there, Jimmy? Why don't we
to read it to you?
why don't we reset this thing, and then Sam is going to be on the street to get some comments from the everyday Joe.
Well, it's
also known as the average Joe.
The everyday Joe, yes.
Yeah.
John L. Citizen.
Right.
It's two cops, the cartoon in the New York Post, and they've shot, and there's the chimp laying with 2 bullet holes in him. And the caption is, they'll have to find someone else to write the next stimulus bill.
Yeah.
Which, now you know that they have some other explanation for it, but on the surface,
yes,
it looks like it's just an Obama slam. There's no way to spin it where it doesn't look like that at first sight.
Right at first sight, and it takes a real stretch of the imagination to put it somewhere else where it isn't a racial slam on Obama. Yep. Good luck.
And there's a shooting in the cartoon, which is the chimp laying with bullet holes in him. And they found, what's the other one they found, Iraq? To me, this other one is different. Iraq found another one by the same guy. And there's a reporter talking with a clothespin on his nose. And there's a jackass, the symbol of Democrats.
Iraq.
And Obama. And Obama, he's surrounded by donkeys. And he's pointing to a paper that says stimulus bill. And it's got like dollar signs on it. And the caption reads, first it was New Jersey, and now it seems to be a mysterious odor originating out of Washington, D.C. But that to me just means that the stimulus bill stinks.
Stinks,
I mean,
right.
that's an obvious...
Yeah, you could at least explain that one away.
But
that's what it means.
It is tying the stimulus bill to Obama also.
Right.
Yes, it's Obama. It's a good point. Obama
it's his,
is, yes.
it's his baby.
Yeah. This guy is not a fan of the stimulus bill. That's all well and good, but
not a fan of his job either.
The editors wanted to approve it.
He's suggesting some pretty heavy things in this cartoon today, and we're going to go down the street with Sam and see what people are saying about it. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe they'll see something that's a bit different.
Yeah.
But let's get back to speaking of the chimp story. It's the big news today. The chimp that ate the owner's friend up there in Connecticut.
Ate her face and ripped her arm off.
And we're in the middle of the 911 calls, and
right,
or
there's
one
still
big
more.
911 call, and we continue with this.
It'll be fine.
Hope he's going to go chimp on that CD player.
Why bother?
I know they'll arrest him. He'll be in the corner just eating the buttons.
Where are we at with the CD player today? Why do we talk about the same crap every day?
Stumpbrain will stab him and then call 911. Hope he needs to be shot.
Eli said he came in and checked it out, or Tim said Eli checked it out and apparently fixed it or replaced it.
Cool. So it's fixed.
It wasn't replaced. All right, we'll try this again. We're in the middle of the chimp 911 call.
Is this your monkey or whose monkey is it? It's your monkey.
It's mine.
How do you know how big is he? How many pounds?
200 pounds.
400?
200.
200 pounds?
Listen to me, please. Where are they? Where are they?
And he's a chimp, correct?
Yes. Where are they?
They're going your way. They're going as fast as they can your way, okay?
Please go faster. Please, Jerk. Please.
Is the monkey still by your friend, or can you get close to your friend?
He's eating her. Please. God, no, please.
Oh, my God.
That is pretty disturbing.
Oh, my
He's eating.
God.
She just got to stand there and watch this chimp eating her friend while she waits to hear, the sirens coming.
What the F is wrong with this lady? She could have been a YouTube sensation. Pick up a camera.
Oh, God.
It's the YouTube generation. What's wrong with you?
Oh.
There's nothing you can do for your friend. You might as well make a nice video for everybody.
What do you think? Chimp eating face bigger than little David coming home from the dentist?
Yes, combine the two and you got a winner.
Am I not going to have a face forever?
Dude, the chimp video would be bigger than Dance Dance Revolution, whatever the hell that video was called.
Star Wars Kid.
It would be bigger than the otters holding hands. It would be bigger, Star Wars Kid.
Yeah.
The dentist kid all doped up. It would beat everything. Everything out there.
Have you ever heard I've never heard
That
more
just creeped me out.
desperation.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
recall.
wow.
I didn't like that at all.
I've never heard.
Yeah.
Like you can picture yourself standing there, watching someone you love be attacked, and you know there's nothing you could do. You can't fight that thing off.
Yeah. And you know it's not eating her with a little knife and fork and nice little tidbit slices. That is just, yeah. Jimmy just made a funny motion with his hands and mouth. No, I mean consuming. You know, eating her with he's tearing flesh out with those teeth.
Ugh.
So, and she's watching her friend laying there being consumed.
We're going to have even more audio of the chimp lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, we're going to have it soon.
Let me see.
Well, we need people to listen to our show,
See
so
what that says.
I'm not even going to say what it is.
Yeah.
It's all about Q, my friend. All about keeping them tuned into our show. But we will give you the some of the highlights of chimp lady speaking out. Okay, here we go. The final part of the 911 call worth playing today.
They tell them they got to shoot him because I tried stabbing him and he's not, and it made him worse.
Okay, Sandra.
Have them shoot him.
They will. Sandra, I already have the fire department close by, okay? So as soon as the police gets there, the fire department's going to move in, okay?
Please tell them. Shoot him because he's going to try to attack me now.
Just breathe, Sandra.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Sandra, stay in your car.
Shoot him!
Sandra, I need you to stay in your car.
Shoot him, please! I tried stabbing him, and he's hurt now, too. So he's going to attack anybody. I can't get out of this car.
Oh, my God.
Oh, she was in the car.
Yeah, she's in the car. Watching the whole thing from her car. Why don't you run the damn thing over?
I know. Maybe she didn't have keys. She might have just jumped in the car. Maybe their friend had the
maybe.
keys.
He had the keys.
The monkey had the keys?
Yeah, this whole thing started when the monkey grabbed the keys, ran out of the house, and was pounding on the car because that's how he told her he wanted to go for a ride.
Damn monkey.
You just want to go for a ride?
That's how it started.
The monkey had the keys.
And the lady came up, and then he attacked her, not recognizing her.
Hi, how are you?
She had a gift for the chimp in the car, too.
Oh, of course she did. You always bring a gift for the stupid chimp.
But he thought the gift was a face cake.
Yeah.
I'd like a limb below the elbow, please.
And our new Fudgy the Face.
Yeah. we got Friend the Faceless. Wow.
Dude, that audio just gave me chills.
We hear not the first part, but the one we just played coming back, like the
real desperation.
I thought that one was even worse. That one we just played.
It's terrible.
You like this one better?
I didn't know she was in a car watching it from right there.
Yeah.
Is this your monkey or whose monkey is it? It's your
Cares
monkey.
whose monkey at this point?
It's not a monkey, technically. It's a great ape.
How many
200
pounds?
pounds.
400?
200.
200 pounds?
Listen to me, please. Where are they? Where are they?
And he's a chimp, correct?
Yes. Where are they?
They're going your way. They're going as fast as they can your way, okay?
Please go faster. Please, Dirk. Please.
Is the monkey still by your friend, or can you get close to your friend?
Say pretty, please.
Please. God, no, please.
I nominate this.
He's eating her.
I nominate this greatest 911 call ever.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Can find me a better one than this. This has all the features.
Dude, I didn't realize that she was right there. I thought she was in the house, and she ran in the house. I guess she was stabbing the monkey, and he hit her or whatever, and then she just jumped in the car.
Yeah, she jumped in the car.
And he went back to the friend.
Yeah.
To finish her off.
To start, second course. Arm.
Can you imagine, like, this thing that you've raised as a pet, like you know that when it's done with her, it's going to kill you?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it has the keys. That's why it's worse than a pit bull or it knows how to use the keys.
She thought, she was saying it's going to come for me. She knows that chimp knows how to open that goddamn door.
Or he could break the window. I'm sure the chimp could break the window.
Break the window.
Without even trying.
So she couldn't go anywhere. Oh, that is a hell of a situation. That's nightmare situation.
Someone is yelling, Blue Healer, he's a regular. He goes, why isn't she, like, honking the horn? Maybe that'll distract the chimp.
And
Start beeping the horn.
Might bring other people out for him to,
right.
a real dinner bell.
And she stabbed the chimp, and it did. What do you think? A horn's going to make him run away? He loves the horn.
Well, try it. Try everything.
He thinks it himself all the time.
She thought her friend was dead. And if she honks the horn and then it turns around and comes to her, she's next.
That's true.
Yeah, let her keep eating your friend.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. And I bet she was sprinkling like salt and pepper on her friend out the window. Throwing banana things in her friend's mouth.
Purina monkey chow all over her.
That was the problem. Her friend was wearing Charo's hat. The chimp wanted some bananas and grapes. Charo's hat. Good reference.
Charo. At least you didn't go with the other one from way back when. What was her name?
Carmen Miranda.
Carmen Miranda.
I wouldn't have known. I remember the computer game, Where in the World is Carmen Santiago? And my mother bought me that thinking it would be fun.
Yeah.
So I threw it in her face and bit her nose off.
Educational.
You went chimp on her.
I wanted to go for a ride.
He has the keys and knows how to use them. That is, you're absolutely right. That's worse than a pit bull because it has an opposable thumb and it can open a car door with the keys. And you can't lock yourself in.
And he's probably a better driver than most women. Hi-yo!
Hi-yo! Ooh.
And once again,
all she could hope for is to keep doing that thing where you unlock the door but keep opening the handle. Hey, stop doing that. And it doesn't open. And Chimp's getting real mad. Would you stop doing it? I'm trying to open the door and eat you.
And once again, Sean in Georgia, who owns a chimp without a gun or tranquilizer gun?
Yeah, well, she does. She apparently just needs a little wine, some Xanax, and a bed. She slept with this thing. Could have woke up with her face half eaten.
Let's go to John in Jersey Shore. John, welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. What do you got?
Hey, guys, I guess that evil monkey finally got out of Chris Griffin's closet.
Little Family Guy reference. I like
monkey.
it. Thank you, John.
You got it.
Let's play that last part of the 911 call again.
Steve from Bayshore has a good Pat from Moonachie line.
Yep.
Her friend owned a gun, but she was disarmed. God damn, Steve. Disarmed.
That is a terrifying 911. You can feel that. You can smell how afraid she is. That is awful.
There's another reason to replay this. Joe from Center Reach, he goes, listen closely. At the end, you do hear the gunshots in the 911 call.
No way.
Because it sounds like she's screaming at one point away from the phone.
Right.
Shoot him!
Like, shoot him.
Let's listen again. This is the last part.
They tell them they got to shoot him because I tried stabbing him and he's not, and it made him worse.
Okay, Sandra.
Have them shoot him.
They will. Sandra, I already have the fire department close by, okay? So as soon as the police gets there, the fire department's going to move in, okay?
Please tell them. Shoot him because he's going to try to attack me now.
Just breathe, Sandra.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Sandra, stay in your car.
Shoot him!
Sandra, I need you to stay in your car.
Shoot him, please! I tried stabbing him, and he's hurt now, too. So he's going to attack anybody. I can't get out of this car.
I don't really hear it, do you?
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear no gunshots.
Liar, liar, pants on
Good try,
fire.
Joe in Center Reach.
Yeah, liar, liar. A diaper on fire.
We didn't hear it.
God, those sounds. It's amazing how when you're making a 911 call when there's a 200-pound chimp eating your friend, all social graces go out the window.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's just making guttural noises.
You wonder if her window was open because, it might have been automatic window locks, which no one has rolled up windows anymore. So if that window wasn't closed...
Oh, she was probably afraid it was going to come and jump in the window at her.
Just jump in, and maybe it was... But then again, she is screaming. She should be whispering, Ixnay.
Yeah.
Well, PETA got involved. This is the update on the story.
Oh, good.
Did they?
This story still has legs.
Unlike the friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Near the scene of the attack, a man left bouquets of flowers, and a relative of the chimpanzee's owner spoke briefly. She's getting phone calls from PETA, and people, are making threatening phone calls saying she killed Travis. But it's not what she did, the relatives said. Heather Carlson, communications assistant manager for PETA, refuted the claim that her organization made threatening phone calls to the chimpanzee's owner. The allegations that PETA has made harassing and or threatening phone calls is simply not true.
Oh, people are so stupid. PETA would get involved because it's a chimpanzee. The organization other people are talking about here on Pal Talk has no reason to get involved. So just stop it.
Oh, listen to this jerk. Frank. What's up, Frank?
Hey, guys, what's funny?
Welcome aboard, Frank.
Hey, Jim, what's funny about this?
What's funny about this? It's
Jim, what's funny about this? So you can fucking pipe up.
I think what's funny is that your call will end with a frunkus.
Yeah.
All right. What's funny about the audio?
Frunkus. Just give it to us. Come on, we're on to you.
I'm asking you a question. I'm not giving you anything. I'm asking what's funny about the audio.
I think that it's fun to poke fun at something that is so bizarre. We have audio of a chimp eating a lady. So we kind of have to address it comedically, sir.
It doesn't usually happen. It's not something that doesn't happen very often. It's chilling.
Yeah.
It's very, very... We're talking about how traumatic sounding it is, but then you got to add in the dark humor because the truth of the matter is this doesn't happen a lot. And the whole beast versus human thing, that's where the jokes are. Go ahead, frunkus us, please.
No, fair enough. You gave me a good explanation.
And I also let me answer your question.
Yes, Jim. Yes, Jim. Go ahead.
What is wrong with this guy? I want to smack him.
I don't know
what his deal is.
I want to eat his face.
What's funny about the audio? Actually, nothing. See, to me, that's what humor is you find humor, you laugh at things that aren't funny. See, that's to me what, quote unquote, the gift of humor is. It's the ability to laugh at things which are truly horrific. If it was just
that's what
audio,
our listeners do every day.
Of course they do.
Laugh
This
at things
program
that aren't funny. Yes.
We make fun of sexism, racism, murder, all those things. That's the way you look at them without going crazy.
Okay, fair enough. Good
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough, sir.
Plus, the monkey makes funny sounds.
Yes.
All right, fair enough. Very good. That's it. Just asked the question, got my answer. Thank you very much.
All right, Frank.
All right, bye.
Oh, wait, Frank?
I guess he was for real, huh?
Get it?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I was sure he was going to frunk us. I thought he was trying to goof on that call the other day that was all upset.
And this, once again, the owner said Travis was acting rambunctious Monday. She even tried to calm him by giving his Xanax pill in a cup of tea. The chimp's having tea with the lady.
Chamomile? What's he getting?
Apparently it was green tea with caffeine in it. Mouthful of steak.
Yeah, we're gonna
mouthful of face.
We're gonna eat more steak. Hey, where's Sam? So I guess we're not doing this live. I thought we were gonna do it live. Whatever.
We should, yeah.
He'll come back with some audio.
Cell phone. Can do it with a cell phone, right?
I think he's just. Well, I don't think he got.
He's not there to record, so he looks legit. He's got like a microphone with a mic flag and everything.
We kind of wanted to do it live, but.
Yeah.
He's probably collecting audio. Oh, you haven't gone yet?
No, I just went.
Oh, and what'd you get?
I'll go get it right after the break.
How is it?
It's a couple were good. I mean, people know what it is.
Were they angry?
They don't want. Yeah, they don't want to say what it is, but they know.
Oh, they don't want to say. Look at this, boy.
Are they taking our angle?
Yeah, they know. They know. They say no comment, or I won't talk about that. Or
wow. All right, let's get the audio on the air after the break.
Scared society.
What's
but they
the
didn't know it
hash?
was a Pose cartoon, though.
Wow.
No.
Got time for a kiss?
All right, good. Let's say hi to Nick in Jersey. Nick.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
I just got to say, man, that was disturbing. I'm driving to work and listening to that. I almost threw up my bagel, man.
Yeah, it's really disturbing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going to happen to this lady, this poor lady with her face chewed off?
She's so done.
You don't know. Yeah, I'd rather die than have that happen. I mean, not that I'm much to look at now, but
she lost both her eyes too, right?
She's in critical condition.
Both of her eyes.
Did he gouge her eyes out?
She stabbed the monkey's eyes out.
Yeah, I think she's got like no face left, like nothing.
Oh my God, that's horrible. That is so horrible.
It ripped
I'm like
her face.
disturbed. I can't even work right now.
At least if you have your eyes, you still have your perspective of things. You might look horrific, but you still like everything still looks the same to you.
At least you don't have to look at the way people are looking at you. Just kind of nice.
God,
you know.
And just to witness that and watch that, I mean, that poor lady.
It's just amazing.
I want to beat up every chimp that I've ever seen.
Hey,
dude, the chimp had Lyme disease. I mean. Chimps are a nice animal. Not the chimp's fault. They do that to each other in the wild. That's how they fight. Not the chimp's fault that we're pussies.
I know, I understand that, but still, man. I mean, why would you even have a chimp? It's a wild animal. I mean, keep them in the wild.
How old was the
what happens when
victim?
you try to have them?
50,
Old.
55.
How old was the victim?
55, something like that.
Yeah. Perhaps she had a hat on that he wanted removed.
Or a banana hat or something like that.
Shut it.
No such thing as a banana hat, you silly goose. Otherwise, that would be the joke all day. Banana hat, banana hat.
Banana
hat. Yeah, but you know what? All animals are wild. I mean, we've domesticated dogs, but you know what they do in Africa? They're pack animals. They run around, they just eat stuff.
Yes.
They're awful. Any animal we have is technically a wild... People have birds. They're wild animals. They
peck your eyes out.
They sure would.
Horrible things.
Yeah. I mean, all animals. Fish are wild animals.
Yes.
They just can't, corner you in a driveway and eat your face.
But you go down there and go scuba diving and come across an angry one. He'll get you.
He'll nip at you.
He'll nip you.
Someone is really... Oh, it's Joe again in Center Reach saying BS. There's another 1 minute or so of audio. You hear her saying he's not dead, keep shooting.
Where's that? Why?
This guy swears it's radio gold, and he's showing us the site that it's on, so we can find that.
Jerry.
Where you can hear gunshots and everything. So maybe we're not done with the 911 audio. We'll see what Sam gathered. Also, people are asking about this funniest listener contest. What's this about there? Stunt Brain, give it a quick plug.
Yeah, it's at Comics a week from Friday. If you're interested, you can go to onaradio.com. We need a minute of sample audio from you, and we've already got quite a few.
About that 911 call.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get the lady down there.
Yeah.
But there'll be Rich Voss hosting, you guys judging, and we're giving away a 46-inch screen, high-def,
nice
big TV.
Very good. Okay.
I'm not even going to go there. Is this verified? Did the chimp actually sleep with Shauna Linnae? Because reports are coming in. I left her a nice Facebook message.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh, that poor lady can't ever go on Facebook again.
That's funny. She's starting her own. It's like, look, people have to tell her gently. Look, we understand that you've been injured, but Mush Book is not going to catch on.
Oh God damn!
No, look, we understand, but used to have a Facebook is a copyright infringement.
Oh, Meatloaf Book. Look.
Yes, no, my face is not taking over MySpace. We hate to tell you.
Oh, damn.
What kind of message did you leave her? Video message?
Oh, no, I left a message on Facebook because she has a lot of pictures there, one of which has, let's see, remnants of a very nice experience that a gentleman might have, and where he leaves remnants.
Like if you were making a cake and you splattered cake batter on someone's face.
Right, something like that. Strudel icing. It has that same consistency, and it looks like she was eating it very sloppily. So
this is on our Facebook?
Strudel icing. Yes. It's facial book.
It was, and she had a problem with us.
And she had a problem, and it says, and it tells who, where, what, like all the info's there, and she's smiling, and her little signature for the day was, well, I'm listening to a porno being filmed next door. I think this sounds a porno. So I was just like, oh, you know, calling her a hypocrite and this and saying, oh, I hope Daddy's proud of you. I let her have it as far as Daddy being proud. Does he like the thought of a big in your face? And I just got brutal. Brutal.
Did other listeners left messages?
Oh yeah,
boy, they're having fun. With
she
her
makes
Facebook,
you not
YouTube
a friend
video.
anymore, though. She will make you not a friend.
There's been a few responses.
Oh, you can still comment on the YouTube video.
Yeah, I wish I
that
could
she made
find
in
it
response to her crying on our show on Friday.
I'll see if
For
I
people
could.
that haven't heard.
I'll see if I could find it.
You're among friends, Travis.
Because I did leave her this message. It's fab. It really is. Somebody decided to put a picture of two little mice drinking out of a water bowl.
They're probably thirsty.
I don't know what that means. I don't understand it. I don't care.
I don't know these mice. I don't know what that beverage is.
It might have been removed already. She may have removed my wonderful post. And yeah, I posted on a picture and on her main page. So I'll look for it.
All right, we'll find it. It's also Black History Month. Let's see who we're looking at today.
Yes.
We'll continue with more 911 audio and what Sam gathered on the street.
To celebrate Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is recognizing those historic African Americans without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor Private 8-Ball from the 1987 Stanley Kubrick Vietnam War film Full Metal Jacket. Even overseas, African Americans were discriminated against by private business owners, citing skin color as an issue for refusal of goods and services. However, 8-Ball persevered and showed this young lady his tremendous rhetorical skills and ultimately changed her mind.
What we have here, sister, is a magnificent specimen of pure Alabama black snake, but ain't too goddamn buku.
Okay.
Stay tuned for more icons of black history on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony. Weird times. Subbrain's giving us a little lesson on socialism during the break.
Yeah, great. You commie.
No, I'm anti.
Oh,
anti-socialist.
I know you're anti-socialist.
You scared me for a second there.
Just living in weird times. How bad is it going to get, though? We have no idea. We see all this crap happening around us, but the full effect won't be out there for a while, right?
Yeah.
What is GM talking about? 47,000 jobs they're going to get rid of unless they get some help?
No, they're saying
Even if they get help.
They're saying if we give them more help, they're going to fire another 47,000 people.
They're asking for more money now.
How do you screw up that bad?
Why are we giving them any? I guess because no one's buying cars.
You know what it is? No one's buying cars. They didn't see the economic downfall that's been happening, like a lot of people. And people are having trouble getting financing for cars. So,
well, the scumbag banks are not going to do anything to help anybody. They're not going to do anything to help anybody.
Well, they got all this money from the government that was supposed to be for loaning to people. You know, people that are safe to loan to. Not like when they were just loaning to anybody.
Yeah.
And apparently they're not loaning that out either. They're just kind of
course they're not.
Hoarding it and using it.
Of course.
So, still in a weird situation. They want a little more accountability with these companies that they're giving this money to. Mm-hmm. Good luck.
We're waiting for more 911 audio.
Yeah, why do we have
By the way, it's Snowball. Everyone's saying it's Snowball, not 8-Ball, Steve.
Oh, of course that was
that was a Freudian slip.
Snowball. Private Snowball. Yeah. He was the one that informed us that Kennedy was shot from the book Suppository building.
Yeah.
What, E-Rock? Going on what? You was fine. What's the matter?
What were you doing?
Let's get it out.
I had asked him that this morning when he was previewing it. I was like, isn't that wrong? And he swore up and down that...
Wait. Snowball was the guy in boot camp.
8-Ball is a different guy.
And the other guy was the guy that was trying to get to Buku. Yeah, those are two different guys.
You're right. Maybe.
So maybe
I'm
Steve's
not sure
right.
if his name is 8-Ball.
All right.
8-Ball and Snowball.
I bet you Steve's right because he had to play the. He had to play the audio to get it, so he must have gotten the name right.
Yeah. More importantly, do you have any more good rumors today, E-Rock? Not yet. Making everyone into a panicky peak the last couple of days?
E-Rock?
Anything you want to add to
Thanks.
the demise of us,
of everything,
business?
Whatever. Stupid. Goddamn gaggle. You go to a quilting bee and talk to the other women.
I was talking to an intern at Z100, and there's some changes going down.
He is the worst, E-Rock. He really is. There's no changes.
Harbinger of doom. Don't you do? You know what? I like it better when there's food in your mouth. You can't spout your babble when you're eating.
I never heard rumors about raises or anything fun.
No,
it's always bad.
Unless it's his weight. All right. There goes that hat again. Tip back and forth.
I know.
Waka waka.
No.
No, stop it.
We play this now. This is a fun little clip.
Play this now.
We do this now. Wow, that Celebrity Apprentice looks like it's going to be really good.
Oh, yeah?
Anyone seen the commercials?
I saw.
Oh, wow. It looks good.
It does?
Yeah.
You're not being sarcastic?
No.
Yeah.
No, Dice is in rare form. Joan Rivers is losing her mind.
I hear Dice.
Melissa Rivers.
One episode.
Yeah, because they're stupid.
And they give him the boot.
They're stupid.
If they actually give him the boot after one episode, they are as dumb as they come.
Sounds like that's exactly what they did.
Nah.
So that starts what? Soon, huh?
When did that start?
The 1st of March.
All right, don't embarrass everybody.
I cannot even explain how uninterested I am in any reality show. I cannot sit and watch that formula anymore. It's the same effing show. All these shows. The same thing. The long delay after you ask them a question. The ominous music. The question that gets interrupted by the commercial, then they come back and have to go through the whole part again where they ask the question. I hate reality programming. It's formula. It's the same garbage every single show. Why they're throwing this one out. Why they're keeping this one. The long explanations. The crying bitches. The same. I hate reality programming.
I agree with you, but they're still eating it up. Do you know that they're still doing Survivor?
Yeah. Who's watching that?
It still does really well, and I haven't. I used to love Survivor. I was one of those.
Everyone
people.
did like season 1,
and I don't think I've watched, and they don't even call them seasons anymore. They're the cycles, because they're doing like 2 a year at this point. I probably 5 or 6 I haven't seen.
It was new and original when it started,
and I ate that crap up. I couldn't get enough of that Survivor.
But then, I was into the first couple of seasons of The Real World, because they actually got real people, left them in the house for a long-ass time.
To make things develop.
Yeah, to make things happen. And then it just became this casted show. It's like that goddamn Laguna Beach or the OC, where it's all the beautiful people just sitting around in hot tubs.
What happened, they got lazy. It used to be the Real World house was something like 6 months. They had to camp out in the basement. They were bored half the time just to get a few seconds of really good video. Now they just give these kids alcohol and
booze
and who knows what else to get the situations moving quick. And they're only in the house like a month and a half now.
And the guys, they're all trying too hard to be something they're not. So the guys are all these, hey, I'm a player. Let me get in with this. And they're making out with all the girls in the hot tub. And it's just like, it's so phony.
Yeah.
Where they go, you, like, if it's who has to leave, step forward. You. And they're like, will he stay or go? Stay.
The big smile and the other music plays. It's the same formula. I hate reality programming. I can't watch it.
I was watching one the other day. It's called The Tool something.
Oh, yeah. That's
Tool, because they're all tools.
I see the commercial.
And it's not even a real brick in the background. It's so obviously like a fake background against the wall, like a fake castle. It's so bad.
If you watch all the reality shows, you can see they're recycling houses now.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, they got certain houses are used in multiple
The
shows.
Teen Idol show that's on VH1 is using the house that they used for the last season of The Real World in Hollywood. And like VH1, all those Flavor of Love and all the different shows, it's the same house redecorated.
Same house. That's fantastic.
Rules.
Are you a fan of the reality program? See, it's you got to be younger. And we're...
Get out of here. It's got to be entertaining.
But
there are plenty of younger people that think it stinks on ice, too.
But you know what, though? If it sucked that bad, it would be off TV.
You know why it's not
These
on
20-somethings are eating this reality programming still.
There are plenty of people that watch it, and it's dirt cheap to make. That's why there's so many on. Believe me. That's why. And people are watching it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't suck. It sucks.
There's no residuals really for these guys. The amount of money they save on paying actors and writers. I mean, the minimal amount of writing.
And even crew. Like you know.
But we're talking to a fan right here. Sam, why do you watch reality programming?
There's something exciting about reality TV.
But it's not reality. It's all... They cast these things. They bring people in. They should then take... Let me tell you what reality programming should be then. If they need 10 people... The first 10 people through the door should get the gig.
Yeah, but they're boring. I don't want to see them.
Exactly. That's reality.
I don't want to see... No, I want...
The second you start auditioning these people and asking them questions and how you'd react to this and do you get along with this, then it's not reality anymore.
You got to make a videotape.
It's assisted reality.
Yeah, you got to make a videotape and sell yourself.
Assisted off TV. You know what reality programming I like? First 48. Those are cops running around murder scenes. That's fun television, my friend. That's reality programming.
Are you a fan of, what's the show called? Tool
Academy.
Tool Academy?
Stinks.
Yeah, I watch it.
You do?
It's awful, Sam. I saw some. It's terrible.
Why do you watch Tool Academy?
It's a really funny show.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they're tools?
Yeah, because they're tools.
All right.
And they're all
fun
different.
for maybe 2 minutes.
They're all different types of tools.
Do you watch Bromance?
No, I haven't started watching.
I hear there's a homo undertone.
Bromance?
Brody
You haven't
Jenner's
heard of Bromance?
No!
They were saying in the paper today that they're not even like hiding the homoeroticism.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
I
like,
might have to tune in.
Do you watch Bromance?
No, that's Brody Jenner from The Hills' show, and I'm not into The Hills.
The Hills.
Because that's a girl show.
That's a
right?
girl show.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch The Hills.
Yeah, a little different, right?
By the
Sam?
way, I saw a trailer yesterday for he just doesn't dig.
He's just not that
he's
into
just
you?
Not that whatever you into.
Yeah.
And knowing that you saw this, the first thing that popped into my head was, oh my God, I can't believe Sam sat through this. The trailer was embarrassing to watch. I was sitting there alone watching it.
Were you
and
uncomfortable?
going, yes. It was the douchiest chill.
Yeah.
There couldn't have been one moment of enjoyment for you in that
it
movie.
was. I mean, it's the douchey chill movie. That is all
Horrible.
it is. It's completely predictable.
Now I got to go see it. I have to go see it.
Oh, it's just girls hugging, and I think, is there a scene where they kind of do a little dance?
Yeah, there's a few dances.
I might have to go see it now, just to goof on it.
How about assisted reality? Chimps and regular people. Your
Watch
face
that.
is being eaten.
I watched that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to leave the house. You're dead.
There's only one reality show I still watch.
What?
Biggest Loser.
Oh, I never fell into that one.
I watched The Biggest Loser.
Who cares about the fatties?
Fatty's losing weight every week. Speaking of which, have an omelet, sir.
Who cares?
Yeah, I watched The Biggest
Oh, a
Loser.
holy roller on Pal Talk. Go die!
What happened, Ant?
I don't know. There's some
What
holy
happened?
roller on Pal Talk telling us to repent.
You don't watch any reality shows, Ant?
Right.
No, I don't watch.
Well, 48. That's a
First
reality
48.
show.
No,
It's just
you know
not.
what? Is that considered a reality show?
It should be.
Is it?
It's more or less documentary because
It's documentary.
these other reality shows have prizes involved.
Give me the
so
top.
they're game shows.
Give me the top TV shows. I want to see if I watch any of these programs.
First 48 is very good. It's a documentary.
Yeah, it's on the ID channel.
Yes.
Investigative documentary show.
There's an ID channel.
Yeah,
Oh, I
and
watch it
the
all
other one is The Shift, which has gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
And you'd really like
That's
that.
another one which they investigate murders and stuff.
the investigators are just heartless with these guys. They grab them and say,
yeah.
"If you
Yeah, of
lie to
course.
me, I will effing bury you."
See, that's good stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't like reality shows because they're too formulated.
Try Bromance at least.
I will not try Bromance.
On Tool Academy, they're all there with their girlfriends, and in the middle of while they were talking with their girlfriends, one of the Tool's real girlfriend came in and said, "I've been dating that guy for 7 years."
Wow.
It was great.
It was fake.
What?
It's
No.
so fake. It's all fake, phony, setup garbage. Reality programming ended years ago.
Did you watch the show? I caught the last one where the guy had to choose between the hot chick and his mom. What the hell is that show
Oh,
called?
stop it.
What?
Oh, yeah, I did
What
watch
was
that show.
Oh, that show, I know. It was called Easiest Decision Ever. I mean, you see mom getting booted out.
Exactly.
I was laughing my ass off at how
Yeah.
ridiculous this show was.
That show was
it's
on
all these
NBC.
mama boys,
That's what it's called, Mama's Boys.
mama's boys, and then they got all these chicks too, and then the mom decides, look, she's not for you.
One of the moms didn't want their son dating anyone who wasn't white.
Yeah,
And so she had a big confrontation with the black girls her first day there and everything.
really?
Yeah.
It was very entertaining how ridiculous it was.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, people talk about the Post comic. We also have the Chimp owner speaking out. We got the highlights from her interview she just did.
Jesus Christ. She didn't take a day like mourn or something?
Everyone wants to be
Kinda
famous.
wind down? Yeah. She was just hysterical on the phone.
She's asking for donations for her friend, the funny Groucho Marx, glasses and nose and
and wax lips. those big stationery store wax lips.
Yeah. Why would she go on TV? She wants to be famous. That's all.
God, what a nightmare! That would scare you coming around a corner, wouldn't it?
The glasses with the two eyes on the springs hanging out.
Oh God! Looks like a Mr. Potato Head done with chopped meat. A big ball of chopped meat. I used to watch My Super Sweet 16.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I used to watch that because that, to me, watching girls being disappointed, crying, is hysterical.
But they get what they want in the end.
I turn it off before that.
Oh, well, that's smart because then it's.
I don't want to see him get the car again because that's the same thing too. Here it is. Why don't I get it? My daddy's supposed to get me this, and then you look at it going, bitch, 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 and then the end, the Beamer comes rolling out.
Right.
It should roll right over her and her stupid wigger friends too. Because they all are. Yo, this party be off the hook. Really, pale white kid? Knock it off.
P. Diddy was at one of them.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, P. Diddy is an attention whore.
P. Diddy's star is fading so quickly.
His son was on that show.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
How old is he? 20 what?
Super Sweet 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay.
All right, we got the chimp owner. Let's get into this because we're running out of show on this side. I don't know why she would do an interview on TV. This is, why. She wants
She has a
little
book
face.
she's selling. It's a cookbook. What you can do with a nose and two eyes.
And a soft cheek. How to prepare a soft cheek.
Yes, the most delicious part, believe it or not, is the chin.
Yes, no one would think that,
yes,
but it is.
I'd like some cleft pudding.
Here we go.
And I went around and I saw what was going on and I hollered at him and he was just grabbing her and then I went and got the shovel.
Jesus.
And I was trying to, hit him with the shovel to stop it and it wasn't working, so I went and I had to get a knife.
And you stabbed him?
I had to. He looked at me like, Mom, what did you do?
It's not your kid. It's a chip.
It's a horrible thing, but I'm not a
Wow, the next track just decided to play there, Stunt Brain. But why would we fix the CD player? Yeah. I've been asking every other day for the last year.
Thinks of that as her child.
Yeah.
She looked at me like, Mom, what did you do? Well, you're eating my friend's face, son. Excuse me, could you get off my friend, please? Could you just get off of my friend? Oh, look at his eyes. Mom.
She hit him with, this is what you say about people fighting it. She stabbed it and hit it with a shovel, and it wouldn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
The cop shot it, and it still ran in the house and died in its cage.
It's stupid monkey.
Well, she continues.
It's a horrible thing, but I'm not a horrible person, and he wasn't a horrible chimp. It was a freak thing.
Animal experts are saying that chimps shouldn't be pets. They're dangerous. They're animals, and this is what can happen.
They're the closest thing to human, the closest thing to us. Their DNA, we can give them a blood transfusion. They can give us one.
What? All right.
How many people go crazy and kill other people? This is one incident that I don't know what happened.
One too many.
If a man ate a woman's face, that would be an instance where it would be all over the news like this.
Yeah.
Yes, people do kill each other on a daily basis, but as far as eating the face like that and ripping off arms and doing things like that, it's kind of rare.
Cannibals do it. I mean,
yeah.
it has happened, and
oh, sure.
Hey, at least the chimp didn't, rape her and take her purse or do something. At least he was just acting instinctively. I mean,
would have.
Orangutan heart, wasn't that the first heart transplant, or one of them? Was
a little baboon,
primate heart?
They put a little baboon heart in a little baby Faye, I believe her name was, many years ago.
She's still alive, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh, come on.
She died very shortly after.
Did she?
Yes. Oh, my God, she lived like maybe a week.
How?
They used her as an experiment.
Yes.
I could not have been. Baby Faye, oh my God, didn't she just enroll in college? No, she died 3 days later.
It's like dead in no time.
How? I was complete. Wasn't there someone that survived with that?
Not with a. They did a couple of the baboon heart things, but it just doesn't work. I think the anti-rejection drugs for that just don't even friggin' work. And what is this transfusion stuff with a chimp? I've never heard of that. You never see chimps at the Red Cross. Giving out blood. Give me a break.
You try to take blood from a chimp.
Chimp laying there eating a cookie and some juice.
I'll tell you why.
Just lounging around.
Yeah.
They show up to donate because they do care. But they're too rambunctious and naughty afterwards, and they start tearing everybody's IV out and throwing fecal matter around the room.
The feces make a very unsterile environment.
Can you not
to
do that,
stick
please?
a syringe in.
We're trying to collect blood here. You're a problem. Could you leave now? Chimp owner continues.
How long was that before the attack that you gave him the Xanax?
5 minutes, if that.
Do you think the Xanax had some kind
Oh, no. 5 minutes?
So she gave the chimp the Xanax 5 minutes before it went crazy?
Yeah.
Oh,
He was already being crazy.
You gotta let that settle in a little bit.
Oh, this next clip is terrific.
I used to buy everything for him. Everything. I mean, he was filet mignon, lobster tails,
He ate
lit
well.
chocolate.
Shippy got the monkey could have his own family.
I climbed the Empire State Building with his father.
Monkey, I don't remember. Monkey, I don't know.
They said Travis ate the nose. Travis ate the
I don't remember.
Travis Five Angels.
You obviously didn't like any of that stuff.
No, apparently not. Boy, she's spoiled. This woman, by the way, is
Cuckoo.
a nut. She is completely out of her effing mind with this chimpanzee. Enough about the chimp.
He ate
Lit
well.
chocolate.
And the neighbors in Stamford
Must
were
have been great.
familiar with his antics that sometimes involved the
Antics.
local
He ate
police.
face.
He liked taking rides in cars, I read.
Yeah, he did.
He was able to open doors by
He
himself?
could drive. He took off with the car a couple times.
Onto the regular streets?
Yeah, down.
That seems a little
down our
dangerous.
shop.
Like an unruly teenager.
That's amazing.
Taking off in the car.
Cops pull him out.
Oh.
Hey, look, how else are you going to get
Of course, you have to.
Must have. You
Yeah,
must
you
have.
tase him. I would like to see that. I want to see a chimp being tased. Can we get that?
Well, they say the problem with him as a driver was that he never had the proper registration. That was what always got him in trouble. He would always forget to grab the Reggie.
He was fine driving. He just didn't have a license. He looked real silly at DMV.
Yeah.
In front of the little picture thing to take your picture.
Yeah. In front of the little, it's called a camera. In front of the little picture thing.
The picture thing.
You know, the magic box that makes you on film.
I was trying to remember the little blue screen that he's got to stand in front of. I know what a camera is. I'm an idiot, though. You're right. Oh, he would drive the car?
Yep.
Amazing.
Wow.
Let's go to Victor in Jersey.
Go to
Victor.
Kentucky Fried Face.
I know. Do you have a nose bucket?
I want a bucket of noses.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Victor.
Oh, guys.
What's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that tranquilizers like Xanax can have a paradoxical effect on animals, especially primates. So maybe that did have something to do with it.
They what?
Well, yeah,
Paradoxical, the opposite, I guess, right?
No, they don't!
Yeah, they can. All right.
So that's a joke that I was taking.
All right. All right. Check it out, guys.
Wish a chimp was here to bite my face off.
Why?
See, I was making kind of a joke.
Oh.
Opie and Anthony. Got a busy studio. K-Rock is moving out of this building today, so we got Basil T's in the house. Making breakfast for...
Oh, yeah.
Making breakfast for Lisa, really.
Yeah.
It's all for Lisa,
Of course it is.
who we've worked with for many, many years. She's moving downtown with everybody else. Lucky us, we get to stay here with the corporate guys. That should be fun.
Yeah, we get along with
Wow,
corporate
that's
so well.
that's so great for us.
It'll be fun, I
know.
think. Exciting.
Yeah.
They're all gorgeous women, and they're all leaving. This stinks.
That's okay. Men in suits will be coming in to take their place.
All these women smell really nice.
Yeah. We don't get to see them much anyway, though, unfortunately.
They keep them away from us. I do notice it's a brand new crew of salespeople, though.
We
Wow.
got a hot looking crew.
You're the only one that gets to keep a job, huh?
No, we have a few keeping a job here.
I've never seen these people in my life.
Look at the girls. There's little Kimmy, there's Emily, there's
They're
Sarah.
beautiful.
You're going to miss the back rubs, though. That's what you're going to
Yeah.
They all hide or something.
Why are you all
They're all
hiding?
afraid of you.
Why?
Because they're afraid.
No, we're nice.
No, Holly's not afraid of anybody.
We're nice people.
Nice people. People like us.
Yeah. Our customers like us. We're the genuine article.
I want to thank Stephen for cooking up the omelets and the steak today. Basil Tea's part of the new half-off New York program, NY program, $50 certificates for just $25. That's great. Go to 923krock.com for more details.
By the way, Basil Tea's the official caterer of the Anthony's House of Debauchery. So that is quite the Medal of Honor you wear there, my friend.
Proves he's a good cook if he could cook in the middle of all that craziness that happens, right?
Lunatics, family.
Naked women running by as he's trying to make a sauce for something.
Doesn't matter. He's concentrating on the food.
Right. Women running out of the house screaming, but he's making sure everything is tenderized nicely.
Women setting other women's things on fire, and he's using it to cook with.
Right.
He's
I can use that flame. Right.
He can improvise. That's the perfect temperature for the filet mignon, burning brassieres and panties.
All right, we got a couple of things to do before we get out of here. Sam had a nice little exercise on the street. We got this cartoon in the paper today that Jimmy noticed. Jimmy, you want to do that again?
Yeah, it was in the New York Post, and it's in referencing Travis the chimp getting shot, and the cartoon is two cops. One's holding the pistol with smoke coming off it. The chimp is splayed out with the bleeding back and 2 bullets in his stomach, and the other cop. The caption is, "They'll have to find someone else to write the next stimulus bill."
Right.
Now, immediately, your visceral reaction, your gut connection, is that's a slam on Obama. And everybody knows where that takes you. They're going to try to take the high road in their minds and go, "Oh, you're wrong for going there." They're going to try to scold the viewer for making the connection that they're somehow trying to get you to make, because they're going to go, "Well, we're referencing Congress or we're referencing something else." But they're not.
No, a slam on Obama, and in this cartoon, the chimp is dead because it was shot, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty crazy they would take this chance. Sam took the cartoon down in the street, and what did you find out there, Sam?
Yeah, without the context of the newspaper, we wanted to see how average people would see it.
Right. And there's 3 different kinds of response to it. All are obviously, this is a racial cartoon. The first is, it's not racist, but the fact that you know what I mean? Like, the first response is, no, there's nothing racial about that, but they'll say that before I even said anything.
They're covering their ass quickly.
Right.
People are so scared.
Yeah. Well, let's get right into it. Sam on the street.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any opinion about this comic?
Let me take a peek. I really don't. I don't know what to say. There's no humor in it, and...
What do you think the artist was trying to get across?
Nothing racial.
Nothing racial?
Nope.
What do you think he meant?
I think he was searching for humor and didn't know what to grab.
Why would you say nothing rational?
Hey, nothing racial. Hey.
No. When Sam didn't say, do you think this is a racial...
Who did you interview? The artist? Hey, nothing racial.
Nothing racial.
Scandinavians.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, he just
immediately... didn't preface it by saying, is this a racist?
Yeah.
No. Didn't even imply.
What do you think about this?
Yes.
Wow.
Not racial!
Right. And then you got a woman here.
Excuse me, miss. Can I ask you a question real quick? What do you think of this comic?
I don't think anything about that. Thank you.
I don't think anything about it. No, you do.
That's what most people did. They looked at they said, yeah, sure, I'll look. And then they look down at the comic, and then they say, oh, no, I don't have any opinion on that, and walk away.
No. Isn't this weird? We live in a weird place right now.
Well, they probably didn't know what he was trying to get out of them. Like, they probably are we supposed to laugh at this? Or
exactly, though. But just be honest.
Yeah.
Give your honest opinion or feeling that you get when you read that, and move along. There's such a climate of, oh my God, I can't say anything. I got to hide. There's hidden microphones and well, not hidden. I guess you had a real one. But, some kind of government agency camera.
And the cartoon's up on onaradio.com. You can check it out for yourself.
We'll probably get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
And Opie and Anthony put a comic that was highly offensive. But it was from the We Don't Care.
Right.
But they were talking about We Don't Care.
Yeah, but we don't care, you're fired. What? That happened.
Could I ask you real quick what you think of this comic?
Are these two monkeys here? And this is a cop shooting at
the monkey.
Hmm.
What do you think it implies?
I don't know.
And then the wave off. I
don't know. I don't want to say. I don't. I would be like, wow, that is a very racial comic. That's what I would say. If you just said, hey, what do you think of this? I'd say, that's very racial. I go, it really implies that they are using the chimp to represent the President of the United States with the stimulus package. That is known to be very offensive to African Americans. And the bullet holes in him is kind of, I wouldn't be surprised this artist gets a visit from the Secret Service. There you go. Now get out of here, you big frizzy-haired dope.
All right.
That's what I would say to you.
Tell me, though.
I would say that because it's you.
Okay.
But instead, he got another one of these.
Can I ask you what you think of this comic?
Not too good.
What do you think it means?
No comment.
Not too good.
No comment.
And this guy,
you're asking about his pedo charges.
I didn't even ask that. I was asking somebody else, and the guy stopped on the street and gave me that look, as in, well, I'll talk to you. So I went over and I was like, okay, what do you think of this? Then he read, no comment. I don't know.
No comment. He just wanted to say no comment to somebody. He's always wanted to say that. So it makes it look like he wants to talk, and then goes, no comment. Shoves you away.
I finally got to do it. I finally got to say no comment.
Guess what I did today, honey? I gave a no comment.
I was no comment guy. Hey, you found one honest guy.
There's one honest guy.
You were out there for about 15 or 20 minutes. You found just one, right?
One.
And here it is.
What do you think of this comic?
What do I think? It's nasty.
What do you think it implies?
Black person?
Do you think there's racial undertones about Obama?
Huh. I don't think so.
What black person do you think it represents?
Just a regular black person in the street, I guess.
Oh, my God. How stupid are you? It says stimulus bill. So you were right there.
Yeah, you are kind of leading the witness, Sam.
Yeah, you are a little bit,
Yeah,
but
you gotta be careful
But he
with
said that first.
But the guy was being like, well, it could be anybody, I don't think, somebody like in that situation, an Amadou Diallo or something like that was representing the stimulus bill.
That guy was just a knee-jerk reactionary idiot to think that because it was cops and that to me, without the caption, there's not a racial implication. It's because it's the caption and the word stimulus plan when everyone's associating Obama with the stimulus plan. You can't dance around that.
Right.
Well, without the caption, though, cops, gun, dead monkey.
That could be anything. It really could be anything. It could be,
It could be, but it's not going to be interpreted that. And I will guarantee within the next couple of days you see letters coming in, letters to the editor, and things where they are really complaining about that, and you might even get a apology from the paper.
Maybe, but it's amazing that no one has any respect for like your freedom to be expressive and humor.
Right.
But when it comes to political stuff, people are really careful about trying to about apologizing for it.
That doesn't come across as very political.
I hope
tell you
you're
the
right.
truth, it really doesn't. Let me think. They'll have to find someone else to write the next stimulus bill. I mean. There's really...
When you think stimulus bill, I don't care how they end up doing it. You think Obama.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't think how it's written. Your stimulus bill, Obama. I guarantee that's what we should do. Go on the street, stimulus bill. Let's see what word they come up. Yeah, a little word
association.
Let's go with word association.
Stimulus bill.
You're back on the street. Okay. Just go word association. Stimulus bill. Just say that.
Okay.
How people going to say Congress? Hell, effing no.
They'll probably say bailout,
right?
Jobless.
All right, let's try. Things that you hear. Oh, that's my favorite game. Dick Clark. Before the old, what.
Things cops say. How are we going to get someone else to write another one after they shot a monkey?
Right. Sam, go.
I bet that doesn't come up.
Let's do word association. Let's try that tact. All right, we'll end with this today.
Wow, this side went quick today.
Sure did. Let's go to Steve in New York. Steve?
Yeah, what's
Hello.
Up, yes. How you doing?
Good.
Yes.
I can't argue with a damn thing you guys are saying. I agree with everything you say wholeheartedly because the media is a bunch of sanctimonious, and holier than now, a bunch of S-heads that they're just afraid to put it on the line. And when they do put it on the line in a certain sense, they just run for cover like, oh, well, that's our right to report the news as we see it.
Right.
And I just think it's all BS.
Don't get me wrong. I absolutely think that guy has a right to express himself. He's got a job at this newspaper. He's got a right to express himself. But don't try to BS me and tell me that meant something else.
Right. This cover of safety that the news operates under because of the news. This higher, whatever you want to say. This. What do you want to say? It's a larger umbrella they can operate under without getting in trouble because they're technically the news. But maybe that was great in 1975.
Right.
But now they're all ratings driven or tabloid. Grab the scoop. They're obsessed with branding.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Watermarking every clip. So they've become every other douchey aspect of television. So they should get no preferential treatment.
Right.
I think Ant saw that firsthand when he was dating Jill. I mean, not to dig up any sore memories, but to me, when I hear some of these guys on the TV, it's like horses' asses outnumber horses.
Well, sir, there's no need to use that kind of language.
Horses'
First it was
asses.
S, and then it was BS, and then it's asses. What's next, fresh face?
Yeah.
I'm getting a little fresh.
All right, thank you, sir.
That was pretty good.
Let's go to Philly. Greg, how are you?
Greg.
What do you got on this?
What's going on?
Greg.
He looks at it differently here, this Greg. Go ahead, Greg.
All right, anyways, I'm calling about the fact that you guys are basically asking for this man to get fired.
No, we're not. No, we're
My
not.
God, I totally said I think the guy has a right
Did you just hear what Anthony said? He said the complete opposite.
This guy has the right to print this.
To express himself.
But I think he's going to get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
So now what did you... Okay, go ahead.
And I thank you, boy. Okay, anyways, what I'm getting at is the fact that just because you're talking about it and posting on the internet and just raising these questions out in the street to people, getting the media involved in another direction, a.k.a. you guys, it's just creating a bigger story.
Too bad. I think I see this guy's point. When we F up, it's always the media that jumps on it and won't let it go and keeps commenting on
drives it.
And that makes it a bigger snowball, and that's how we get in trouble. And that's what he's commented on. I'll agree with you on that.
No, but I'll tell you the difference is this show does not have a history of railroading and trying to twist things to get people fired, to keep a story going. The newspapers do. The newspapers have a history of doing that crap, of twisting everything and harping on everything and looking to one-up themselves the next day to sell papers. We don't do that. We saw something obvious, so we're talking about it.
Right, but at the end of the day, that still doesn't change the fact that Anthony is an alcoholic.
No, you're right. Nothing changes that.
End of the day.
You're
right.
If that was, instead of a monkey laying there, if that was Anthony's liver, those bullets would have ricocheted off, damaged.
So true. Funkus!
All right, thanks, sir.
Nice frunkus. And please, can you say functioning?
Functioning alcoholic?
Anthony is a functioning alcoholic.
When I think alcoholic, I think somebody that, is really screwing up and
That's
stuff.
right.
But I'm functioning.
You're no Bowery bum.
Right. Save it for when I get home.
That's right.
Where I can just stagger around my house and watch people put things in. Not like that, machinery and things.
Cool.
All right.
I don't mean, watch people put
I
things
thought you
in
were turning into a cuckold. I service the ball.
Cuckold. The word itself is so hilarious.
Hilarious.
I'm a cuckold.
It's fun to say.
That last caller was crazy from Philadelphia.
Huh? Oh, yes.
I will be in Philadelphia this Saturday at the Tower Theater with Artie Lang. Tickets, livenation.com. I think there are tickets left. I'm not sure. So I'm just plug whoring this Saturday night.
Very funny show.
Let's hope so.
Yes.
Big laughs to be had.
Big laughs.
And if not, well, no money back.
Then go screw you.
Exactly. Hit a pole on the way home.
Don't tell a friend that you didn't laugh.
Call someone on your cell phone on the way home as you're complaining and rear-end a dump truck. Lose your face like Monkey Lady for all I give a hoot. Excuse my language.
I think we end with this. A little fun.
Well, peanuts are now on Northwest Airlines' snack menu, and travelers with allergies are flooding the carrier with complaints about the change. Northwest began serving peanuts this month, as its merger partner, Atlanta-based Delta Airlines, has done for years. Georgia is the top peanut producing state in the country. Delta says that it will make seating and service accommodations for peanut allergic passengers.
Boy, she certainly
What's on her
can't
mind?
Can't get that out of her head.
Yes, how about this? Just don't eat them. They seat you, especially if you have a peanut allergy. How about when they try to hand it to you, you go, no.
No, thank you.
I can't eat that.
Some people are so allergic to peanuts, mind you, that just the dust in the ventilation system of an airplane will set off an allergy.
Oh, really?
So they say. I've never heard of it happening.
That's
I've
crazy.
seen it.
Imagine peanuts is being given out.
Oh, you can't dole out penises. Peanuts is.
Exactly. Be a bunch of white and Asian ones laying around. All the black ones get taken immediately.
Boy, she really screwed that up. Oh, here we go.
All right, well.
Nice. Come on, I want to hear this.
I like that Danny's not committing to this.
When he hands it to you and his shoulders go up
Hey,
hey, it's something.
I only had an hour.
Well, you know what it was? I started all gung-ho about it, and then I saw time was running out, and I wanted to get it on the air before the end of
Oh, there you go. So it's going to trickle onto the finish line.
Are the wheels going to just fall off?
kind of. It starts making sense, and then it just kind of ends like a horror movie.
You know what? Now it's got to be played. We were asking for Christian Bale 911 Chimp Audio remixes.
Yep, just a thought I had. And
Danny decided to give it a shot. Maybe we'll get. I don't even know. It might be good. Let's take a listen here.
No! With a gun! With a gun!
No! Don't shut me up. Are you professional or not?
Yes. Listen to me! Please, hurry up! The chimp killed my friend!
Well, somebody should be watching and keeping an eye on him. What is he doing there?
He ripped her face off!
Oh, good!
Please!
And how was it?
She's dead.
You don't understand what it's like working with actors. That's what that is.
She's dead. He ripped her apart.
That's what that is, man. I'm telling you. Think for 1 second.
Listen to me. Please, hurry. Please, hurry. Oh, my God.
Kick your ass. You don't shut up for a second, all right?
They gotta shoot him, please. He ripped her apart.
Let's get Tom and put this back on. Let's go again. Can I have Tom put this on, please?
No, I can't. She's dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Nice ending.
Well, yeah, I figured it should just end like a zombie movie.
A zombie movie. That's it. That isn't like Night of the Living Dead. He makes it through the whole thing and then just gets shot at the end of the movie.
She's the scaredest person ever.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a scareder breathing.
I bet that car stunk if she was letting all of how frightened she was out of herself like Jimmy does.
Yes. Yes, when the courage pushes fear out. Uh-oh. Steve just walked in and walked out.
What happened?
I don't know. Steve just walked in and walked out.
All right.
He looks
Just
sad.
checking.
Danny, not bad, man. I like
I don't know, man. I'm sure somebody out there could do
That was
much
good.
better.
That was very
kind
funny.
of it started, like I said, all
good.
with the best of intentions, and that it was a rush job to make it on the air before 9 o'clock.
And that's how we end today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Here we are. The Opie and Anthony Show. Huge crowd today. I don't know why. It's like Wednesday.
I think
we get the huge crowds on Fridays, not Wednesdays.
Everyone's kind of gearing up for when we don't have this available anymore.
Who knows, though? Have they even started building our studio over there?
I don't know. I was over there yesterday, and I didn't see anything that resembled an Opie and Anthony studio.
Yeah, so I think we got I would guess another month.
That's what I'm counting on, incompetence.
They keep pushing it back. I remember when they said, February 1st, you'll be at our building.
Yeah, see? Remember this? Remember how long this studio took to build? Took years.
It's a whole big group out there.
Yeah, they're filing in.
Certainly is.
Mike D. from Detroit, welcome to the O&A show on Liberty Sirius XM DirecTV Satellite Radio. So.
A lot of slashes in those names.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Seems Liberty, came to the table?
Yep.
Fended off a little bankruptcy?
For now.
We'll see what happens.
I'm looking at a Facebook and...
No, we
oh, my God.
We don't want to say what it is because we don't want to say what it is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, no.
All right. Where are we going with this?
We just have a script. Let's just say we want a couple of people to read.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not here yet?
Yeah, you can say what it is.
Hold on, what?
You can say what it is. He's walking over from CBS now.
Okay, we have, apparently we have... young David's Facebook.
Yeah.
David has a...
Executive intern, David.
Yes. Sam, you want to explain?
Yeah, well...
You're the resident vulture.
Hurry up before he gets here.
David's been talking to people a lot on Facebook, and when you click wall to wall, you can see what each wall, what they're saying to each other, the messages that they're leaving on their walls.
Of course.
So David has struck up a romance with a certain,
really?
say young lady. I don't know why I would say young, but
why
a certain
would you
lady
say that?
on Facebook.
Really?
So,
And he's got a 3-page deep wall-to-wall conversation.
And it goes from the innocence of meeting into pretty much pure love in less than 3 pages. He is a dork.
Oh, what a fucking nerd.
Do we want to give away more?
No, we should have him read the script,
okay.
and I think we should get a girl to play the girl's part. If we can't find a girl, we don't have an executive producer for nothing. You should always ask her to do it. And we have a big show today. We have Greg Gutfield coming in at 10 because I'm doing Red Eye tonight. And we have Robin Leach phoner, which is so hard to get that.
That's in a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's at 9:30.
Don't fret. I don't think it's going to be very long.
I don't know. What's he promoting? What's Art of the L promoting?
I'm very excited to talk to Robin Leach today.
Yeah, me too.
Are you?
I'm going to set a new world record today.
Yeah, we could.
What's my record? 4 seconds?
I think so.
All right. We'll go for 3.
Let's go for 2.
Where's David? So we're just waiting on David to start this up?
Yeah, he was left to help Basil T's clean up, but...
Oh, he was?
He's going to be a while.
No,
Tell him to get him over here now.
Yeah, I traded him out
Why
with
was
somebody
he?
else.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be the job of the executive intern to delegate that responsibility?
Well, the executive intern is technically that girl, and she's not here today. So
Where's the bitch?
She was here yesterday.
Executiving.
She's very cute.
Something.
All right, we'll do a Oscar moment featuring David because we're going into some David material here. So check this out. Hopefully, we'll have intern David in studio in a matter of minutes.
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Oscar Moments, memorable scenes from Academy Award-nominated films.
Nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role, Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role, and Best Picture. Milk.
My name is Harvey Milk, and I want to recruit you. Yay! I am here tonight to say we will no longer sit quietly in our closets. We must fight. Not just in the Castro or San Francisco, but everywhere the Anitas go. Anita Bryant did not win tonight. Anita Bryant has brought us together. She is going to create a national gay force.
Stay tuned for more Oscar Moments, presented by the Opie and Anthony Show.
Wow, I felt like I was watching the movie.
There you go.
I forgot to mention
Schindler's List.
Yeah, Sam's back. Yes, Sam.
I forgot to mention Steve's also very, very pissed at David today because David showed up at 7:45 this morning.
Wow.
And refuses to tell Steve why.
Oh, my God. Steve is here. Steve is perfect.
He refuses to tell Steve
Yes.
why he's just
kept
showing
waiting.
up whenever the fuck he wants.
He just kept saying, I'm sorry. Yeah, I won't do it again. I'm sorry. And Steve said, why? And he said, no, I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I think at one point I said, I don't give a shit why you're sorry. How about you? Or I don't give a shit that you're sorry. Just tell me why.
Oh, wow.
And then he began to stammer.
Oh, you tripped over. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You were carrying a fucking... You felt like... It sounded like Henry Fonda when he dropped the dishes outside of...
But he's on-
Balloons.
But yes, he said he was going to be late, and 6:30 was apparently when he said he was going to come in. He waltzed in at 7:45.
I would love to talk to him. Where is he now?
Apparently on his way up. With we've got Eric watching the door for him.
All right, you should have said drop everything and get over
Yes.
to them immediately.
That was exactly.
I did.
the
In fact, I screamed, don't dawdle.
Right.
Into the phone.
Don't Does he dawdle?
He dawdles all the time.
You got an update on intern David?
Dawdle.
He's here.
Oh, he's here.
He's here. Is he a dawdler?
Yes, he's
David.
such a dawdler.
David?
David.
He's dawdling.
All right.
Stop dawdling.
Where's my David?
Let you walk.
David, come on in. Oh my God.
David, were you dawdling? No. I didn't think so.
Took you so long, goddammit.
David. David. David.
Yeah. Yes, he's got to get settled in. There he is. Hi, David.
Hello.
David, why were you late this morning? And why would you tell Steve why you were late this morning?
Yeah. What the fuck?
You can't just show up and not tell people why you were late.
You need what's called an excuse.
Right.
Steve.
That way we can judge if it's legitimate, because we can tell when people are lying, a legitimate good excuse or just a dumb excuse, and it kind of reflects on your performance. Because if you're just like, well, I just was lazy and I was sleeping, that doesn't sound good.
No.
If it was a problem, mechanical problem, train problem, something like that, that's a better excuse.
Right.
Although do not use these examples. We'll know if you're lying.
Right.
Tell us the truth. Why did you come in so extremely late this morning?
Well, first of all, I didn't have a ride here, so I was going to be late anyways. And
Well,
then
we
second of
heard
all-
you were going to be at 6:30,
Yeah,
and then you came, as Steve said, waltzing in here at 7:35. Was it
45?
45. 7:45. Now 6:30 and 7:45. Big difference.
Hour and 15 minutes, Ant.
Big difference. Thank you, Jim. So, what do you attribute that to, sir?
I just attribute that to me being lazy, me sleeping.
He told me he got on the...
So that was the bad one.
Mm-hmm. He said
Say.
you
I
said
know
you
it
got
is.
on the 5:45 train and you were up at 5 in the morning.
Uh-oh.
What happened, David?
David?
I was up at 5 in the morning. I was.
Uh-oh, what happened? You can talk to us. What happened?
Yeah, it's just me being sleeping and being lazy.
You were up at 5. You just said that.
Wait, if you were up at 5...
Well, we have a... Oof. We don't want to...
Oh, right.
David, can we put you on hold, David? We have a...
Dave, hold on, please.
This may be a while. We have a celebrity
Yes.
guest calling in. We've We have Robin Leach calling in, and we can't make him.
Yes. Remember Robin Leach, famous for Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, from the 80s and I guess maybe the early 90s, and I guess he's working on something new these days.
Yes, Robin. Very excited
Leach.
to talk to Robin Leach. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. How are you?
Gentlemen, a very good morning to you.
Very good morning indeed, sir. Before we get into what you're working on, I need to know what was the most expensive house you ever were in?
It pales by today's rates. The most expensive house we were in was
All right, back to David.
Robin Leach, everybody.
The great Robin Leach.
Robin Leach. Still going strong after all these years.
Wow,
yes.
God bless him.
Probably one of the best interviews with Robin I've ever heard.
We learned a lot today.
Yes.
Good to know he's still doing it.
God bless his soul.
Yeah.
David, back to you.
All right, David, why were you late?
Right. You were up at 5.
Now, Steve wants to. Steve, what are you doing? We have to. You have to be.
I'm scrolling and scrolling.
It's gonna ring.
That phone's going to ring in 2
Oh, he's muting his thing.
It's M for M. M for M.
Exactly. He's in Craigslist. M for Emma Hung.
M
doing a
for
search.
M.
Uncut.
WM for BM. Black man.
Oh, what's WM?
White man.
Oh, okay. So,
Jesus. Wow. TM. Thirsty mouse. Fuck.
Thirsty.
Well, David.
Yes.
You were up at 5.
Yeah.
Then how did you're lazy and sleepy, but you're up at 5, but you didn't get in here until 7:45. Explain what you did from the time you regained consciousness this morning till you waltzed through the door.
Pretty much just like took a shower, got ready to come here, and then walked all the way to the train, and then came here and got on the subway, and then came here.
But don't you do that every day and you get here on time?
No, I don't do that every day, no.
He's got a parent that drives him usually, right?
Yeah, I don't usually go on the train here, yeah.
But that still doesn't take 3 hours.
No, 3 hours, no. What happened? What happened?
David?
Oh, no.
David?
I just told you, there's really nothing that happens. It's my fault, and I am very sorry. I apologize.
Why'd you oversleep,
It's
though?
a 3-hour train ride. It's not 3 hours.
I know it isn't.
You have lost time. A UFO grabbed you.
Yeah.
You're experiencing what's called lost time.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened in that time between 5 until 7:45? That is not just a subway ride and a train ride.
I know.
So what was it?
What happened?
Maybe I didn't wake up at 5 exactly. I don't know.
All right. So
All right,
it wasn't
so-
5 exactly.
We've all fibbed in the morning when we call work, right? We've all told a
we've
little white
all done
lie.
that. Yes. So what time did you actually really, no bullshit,
I really don't
wake
know
up?
what time I woke up.
You don't
Guess.
know?
How about a guess?
Ballpark.
Sometime in the 5 o'clock hour.
No, well, that's a big difference. It's 5 or 5:59.
Yeah.
It wasn't 5:59.
No?
No.
Well, you told Sam you're on the 5:45 train, correct?
Is that what I said?
Yes, it is what you said.
David, what's going on with you? Come on, don't
Are you high?
Don't make us
No,
fish
not
it out of
high.
you. Tell us
No,
what's
I'm
going
not
on.
high. No,
What's
I'm
going
not
on?
high.
What happened? You stay up late last night?
Yeah.
Your parents scolded you? What happened? There's a story here.
Yeah, come on.
No, my parents didn't do anything, no.
Well, not your parents, but were you
All right, what
drinking?
happened?
No,
I know
wasn't.
you like to drink.
He has been up late because his parents are out of town, and I've noticed him on Facebook at 4:15 a.m. while he's not at work.
All right,
So-
David. I'm starting to now, the puzzle pieces are coming together because I got this and this and this, and there's a few items of information here. Are you up at 4 in the morning, in the 4 o'clock hour, on Facebook?
The one on Monday, I think it was Monday. I was.
Monday. You weren't last night. How late were you
No,
on
I wasn't
Facebook last night?
No, I wasn't last night. No, Monday.
At
I
all?
was.
You didn't go on Facebook at all last night?
Last night I went on.
All
I
right.
checked.
And what time was that?
Probably like around 11.
Around 11.
You were about to say
these,
2.
You know these are
No.
all checkable, by the way.
I know.
Facebook is a very public, open forum. All all the posts are time coded and everything.
That's
you
true.
can pretty much tell when somebody's still awake. Just look at mine. You see all fucking kinds of hours.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, was it 11?
Yes.
Or was it more like 2 in the morning?
No, it wasn't 2.
It wasn't 2?
No.
Could it have been 1?
No.
Could it have been 1 in the morning?
No.
12:30, midnight.
No.
Oh my God, this is exhausting. David, give us some info.
There's no info. There's no
Your
info.
parents went out of town. It's obvious they don't go out of town often, so all hell broke loose at the house, right?
No.
Getting into some shenanigans?
No.
What are you doing?
Sliding around in your underpants like
Yeah.
Tom Cruise in Risky Business.
Break the crystal egg?
Did you get laid? A lot of people
Joey
ask-
Pants take all the furniture out of the house?
You get a
Right,
hooker?
enough about the movie.
No, I didn't. I didn't get a hooker. No.
You didn't get a
Yankee
hooker?
Cranky? What'd you get?
No. I
What
didn't.
happened?
I didn't.
You jerking off in the living room? Just because you can?
That's right. on
Yeah, he goes, yeah. Did you jerk off in the living room last night?
No.
Did you angrily masturbate into mother's shoes?
Mother. That's even worse when you say mother's shoes. Yes, mother will pay.
Yes, those shoes that have cowed you your whole life. Did you suddenly show them who was the boss?
No.
Are you going to offer up anything?
There's really
Or
nothing.
is this going to go round and round?
Yeah, there's really nothing to say.
There's something there, though.
No, it's
You're
me.
never late.
I made a mistake.
Where'd your parents go? That place Dirty Dancing was filmed? No? Catskills? One of
We
those
have
things?
two more copies of the script, by the way? Two more copies? Okay.
Yes.
I got it figured out.
Yeah.
The parents barely go away. They take care of David. They make sure he gets here. Without his
yeah.
parents, he doesn't know what the
He's
fuck to
useless.
do.
He doesn't know what to
He gets
do.
very confused.
He
very
dawdles like
quickly.
Sam's. Are you a dawdler, David?
Yes.
You do dawdle?
Yes.
What do you do when you're dawdling? What does dawdling consist of for you?
I don't know. Like, depends, like, what I'm doing. Like, if it's, like, early in the morning and I'm supposed to be getting ready to go somewhere, dawdling usually consists of, like, trying to sleep longer or...
So you're squeaking out an extra few minutes
Well...
of sleep?
Well,
What?
it's more like 10 or 15 for me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Do you daydream a lot?
I'd say...
You have a little
I'd say-
imagination, fantasies that go through your head, and you know, you get preoccupied with those?
I'm always daydreaming, always.
What do you daydream about? Give me an example.
Anything, man.
No,
It's
give me an
not
example.
It's
I'm always
not
daydreaming
anything.
about-
I used to daydream that that aliens came down and gave me tools to fend off other aliens that were trying to destroy Earth, and me and my friends would fly in spaceships and destroy them.
Okay.
There, it's out.
Okay.
Now, what are you? What did you? Oof. I was working a stapler at a sheet metal shop. Okay, I needed something I could. find
I don't
my
care
fucking
what
time.
you were doing. That's inexcusable.
It was great.
Okay.
I'll get to that.
What do you daydream, David?
It's great. Yeah, what do you daydream about?
I don't daydream about anything specific.
That you're the president?
Yes.
Have you?
No.
Of a bank.
No, I just... I'm just I'm not...
Give us one little daydream, because a lot of people, they daydream. It's very detailed and
I don't have anything detailed. I'm just daydreaming about, like, life and stuff and what's going on in my life.
What's
pretty
going on
much.
in your life? So what do you see?
I'm just daydreaming about, like, what I'm doing or stuff like looking for a job or, like, what's going on at home and stuff. And just,
So
like, always thinking
that's
about
not really
it, yeah.
daydreaming.
I
That's
know,
kind
it's
of
not
thinking
daydreaming.
about your life.
I know, it's
If you
not.
daydream, it's like these fantasy little world that
Yeah, I'm
you
not doing that.
put
Like-
yourself in. You don't have any aspirations to do anything, so you kind of imagine yourself in that situation.
No, I don't really do that. No.
You don't do that.
No.
Kenny just told me that when he goes on food runs with David, David takes forever because in every single food store in the area, he's got a girl that he likes, and he just stands in the place and stares at her.
Holy
Like a
shit! Is
pervert.
that true, David?
That's true, yes.
All right, there's nothing wrong with that.
So yeah,
True.
staring at girls like a
Right.
creep. That's fine.
That's true, yeah, I can't, yeah.
Oh my God! Someone called 911 about the. There seems to be another incident like happened yesterday. Oh wait, no, that's different footage. Okay, sorry.
Yes. Oh, apparently, Travis had friends. So, okay, go ahead.
So you stare at these girls.
Yes, correct.
That's
Yes.
what happens. Do you ever talk to them?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
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 What do you think of when you're staring at them? Like, what it would be like to be their boyfriend and to be like an interesting guy that they like, or
Yeah.
what do you say to them in your fantasies? Come on, I don't mean the sexual one.
I don't say, I'm not really I'm just pretty much just like standing there and just looking
You don't
at them.
talk?
I do talk
You know
to
what you
them,
do?
yeah.
Walk up to the girl at the pizza place and ask her what she does with all the lost jackets that she finds.
Okay. I'll try that one.
Oh. Hey, Rat, would you get that out of the hamper?
Okay, I'll try that one.
Yeah, try that one. That works well. It worked good for a Rat with Stacy.
Okay.
Yeah. David.
Yes.
No fantasies, no daydreams. You look at girls in stores. That takes you forever. Okay, we're getting a little background here.
But how does that But how does that take time though? It's just pretty much just when we're waiting. Like the order has been when I'm with Kenny on.
Well,
a
let's
run,
ask
the
Kenny.
order has
She's
been
just
here.
creepily gawking at girls without
The order-
saying anything?
Well, the order.
Oh,
has
they
been-
must be so ghouled out by
It
that.
doesn't take time though because the
All right,
order
let's
has been
ask
placed.
Kenny.
It's just
Kenny's-
like
Kenny's
waiting
there
for,
with
it's when,
you.
it's when
Kenny's
we're
a,
waiting.
Kenny was
Shut
a
up,
cop.
David.
He knows exactly what you're
Kenny
doing.
knows.
Kenny will
All right.
explain. Go ahead, Kenny.
I try to coax David to break the ice and talk to the girls and
Yeah?
make a move. Yeah,
And nothing, right?
he's got no game, no pimp hands.
You've taken a liking to David, haven't you? I hear you buy him breakfast and you try
Yeah.
to do the right thing by him.
Yeah, David's good people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he just sits there and stares at the...
yeah, he's got no game at all.
It's like a lawn jockey in a yellow
Do the women
jacket.
do the women get awkward? Feel awkward?
Tell him about the women, like the one across the street,
Which one?
Christina.
You know the names?
She's got the names. Wow.
Kenny must ask.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What about her? She's a nice woman. She's a very
No.
beautiful woman.
Yeah, right.
How do you
She's
know
a
her
beautiful
name?
woman.
How do we know her name? I've been told what her name is.
By her?
Yes.
Did you ask?
Yes, I've asked. Yes.
Okay. And now, what does she look like?
I can't recall.
How do you not recall? What does she look like? She have a cock and a beard?
No.
Let's start there and go backwards.
You can't answer anything.
No, he.
What do you like about her, David?
I just like the way she looks. I think.
But you don't know how she looks.
What's she look
I can't
like?
recall.
What's the bitch look like?
What do you mean you can't recall?
Kenny, wouldn't he just be a nightmare of a witness? Like he sees a crime and you're trying to interrogate him and he just
Well, the phone book would be worn out by now.
he'd just be beating him all over the.
You like what she looks like, but you don't know what she looks like.
But what color hair?
Oh my God!
I think it's like brownish. I think.
I think it's
Just-
like brownish.
David, picture her in your mind's eye.
I'm trying to.
Yes, you're standing there. She's working. You're contemplating decapitating her. You have a tent in your pants.
I think she's got like long brown hair down to her shoulders, and she's kind of taller than most.
Does she look like maybe a celebrity in any way?
Like that kind of I guess like a figure. She doesn't look like one particular celebrity.
Well, how about a
Like a
couple
figure.
combined?
Yeah, give us a celebrity that pops in your head when you think of her.
That's a tough one. She just has like a certain like quality. She doesn't look
Ernest
like
Borgnine?
Yes, she doesn't look like a celebrity really. She just like,
Minnie Pearl.
I don't know who that
Does she have a
is.
hat with a price tag on it? And she yells
Yes.
howdy while you jerk off in her face?
Some savage knocks it off.
She does. Yeah.
David, how about your little China doll at the other deli?
So you got a little Asian girl that perhaps, okay.
What does she look like?
What's her name? Yeah, what does she look like? Straight black hair.
Yes,
No
actually.
ass.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, figured that out.
Windshield glass in her face from another driving accident.
What's she look like, David?
Yeah,
She's
what's she
actually
look?
like that. She's
Celebrity that she Lucy Liu.
not at all. No.
No?
No, she's not nearly as. She's not really like.
Chow Yun Fat.
No, she's
Jackie Chan.
She's extremely like super tall. Like maybe she's almost close to 6 feet.
Jesus.
For a woman, she's pretty tall.
Gosh, looks like Yao.
Yeah, she does kind of look like it. She does a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
All right, so you like this fucking this monolith Asian girl?
Yes, correct.
What do you like about her? She have big fat fucking tits.
She does actually. Yes,
Yeah?
she
You want to
does.
suck them?
I would like to. She does actually.
I would like to. Good tits, plenty of them.
So does she have? How does she dress?
Well, she has a lot of different dresses, like a lot of different like outfits. She doesn't have one particular dress. You just like often she's just like normally dressed like a regular woman's blouse and a regular jeans and stuff, and plain like looking There's one time when she like put on like all this like super duper amounts of like makeup and stuff, like totally like
super duper
pimped
amounts.
herself out. I'm like, all of a sudden I didn't even recognize her.
Did she look good or like a whore who kind of needed to be hit with a bicycle chain?
She did look like that one day. She did.
Yeah,
that one day.
did you like the hoary look or the?
I like both of the looks actually. They're both pretty good in different. Yeah.
In different ways, right?
Yeah.
One's to bring it home to mom and dad, and the other one's just like pound her right there in the store.
Yes, correct.
Perfect, right?
Yeah,
Although,
yes.
what would your parents say if you brought home an Asian girl?
boy,
'Cause
that
I know
wouldn't be
they want you with a Jewish girl.
They wouldn't approve of that at all.
No, at all, right?
No, they wouldn't. No.
What about a Negro girl?
They wouldn't approve of that either.
They
no.
wouldn't approve of that?
No.
Why? That seems racist. Your parents are racist, you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that at all. No.
But they wouldn't be happy if you brought home a black girl.
No, they wouldn't be happy.
So they're racist.
No, they certainly aren't racist. No.
So, living with these two bigots, has it really?
Whoa.
Would they be bad if you were homosexual and you brought home a Sammy Davis?
Yes, yes, they would.
He's black. He's Jewish.
And he's dead.
Not Jewish.
Sammy Davis Jr. was Jewish before
was.
he's dead.
Yeah,
You could have black Jews.
He converted.
He did.
David.
It happens.
David. So
I guess if he was Jewish, then I was homosexual. Then they wouldn't care. No.
All right.
So your parents just
You
want
could see how a
dating
girl
Jewish
could
girls,
fall for a
right?
guy
Yes,
like
that's
that.
correct. Yes. They just want me dating. Yes.
Oh, David, you are a fucking specimen, man.
I want to see David do a.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So how are we doing this? Because Sam,
we have a script we want David and somebody else to read.
Yes.
What is it a script
we
of?
do need a young lady, I think.
Either Steve or a girl.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, really?
Tomato.
All right. Please come in here.
yes,
Yes.
Who is this bitch?
Yes.
she.
What happened? Oh, you were overridden.
Which one are we taking?
Let's just have them duke it out like two chimps. That'd be great. Whoever comes in
Hello.
with a face
How
wins.
are you?
Oh, sorry, you were shut out there. Oh, well. You're going to have your claim to fame strictly on Pal Talk. Take a seat there and,
Hi.
oh, or get on that fucking mic, whatever Danny tells you to do.
What's your name?
Or sit down.
Stacy?
Hi, Stacy.
Say, Stacy. Isn't this great?
It is great.
So we're doing a little play acting. We got Stacy and David
Yes.
reading a script here.
Yes.
Did he give David the script?
No.
Sure.
All right,
Well,
and
I guess Stacy hers.
all right. Stacy's script
Stacy gets a script.
and
Stacy gets a script.
That's right. Don't make a fucking.
And David will be playing the part of David Freed.
Oh.
Oh, you have to read from
Well,
bottom
wait a
to
minute.
top.
How is he playing the part of David Freed? He is
David Freed.
What
What
are
are
you
you getting
I
at?
don't understand.
Why are we reading this?
Oh, wait a minute. What happened?
What, David? Is there a
David,
problem?
what's the problem?
What are you looking at?
What's the matter, David?
Why do we got to read all this?
That's harmless.
Because it's a script. It's a kind of almost like a love story.
Yeah.
It's it's the story of a budding romance between a young Jewish man
I don't think this.
and an older Gentile, apparently Dago woman
From Boston.
From Boston.
Yeah.
And
a love story.
how they kind of meet and work up a relationship that enters love very, very quickly.
A stormy romance ensues.
Yes, indeed, and it's based on fact. I think it's based on a true story. You'll be playing the part of David Freed.
Oh, I'm going to play myself, huh?
And you, Miss, will be playing the part of Mary Ann.
Who's not available right now to do her
Yes.
She's up in Boston.
Where's the bitch?
How do you know?
She's up in Boston with her husband.
How do you know?
With her
I think she's
husband.
married. According to her profile, she's married.
Wait, what are you doing? Reading the script?
I know what it is.
Sam, make sure
How
he
do
reads
you
the script
know?
properly.
You read the
Okay.
script?
Very
I know
sultry.
I know because I read her profile and it says she's married.
It says, I am happily married to my soulmate. I have a wonderful husband and two, boy, this font could not be
Awesome
smaller.
kids.
Awesome kids.
Wonderful husband, awesome kids, excellent person to pounce on. They seem vulnerable.
Doesn't get any better than this, it says.
I thought you only get one soulmate.
And then there are 20 hearts or something, like stars next to it or something. Yeah, well, apparently, this gentleman, David Freed, has sparked up a little Facebook romance.
Let's start.
And someone took the liberty of downloading all of the conversation.
You gotta love wall to wall.
Now, David.
Yes.
Did you know that this was all public record?
Yes, I knew.
You did know?
Yes, I know, yes.
Yet you put yourself out there, you wore your heart on your sleeve and your brain in your ass.
She started, started messaging me and, said, giving me all these, Facebook gift type things, and I went along with it. I played along and went along with it.
Oh, played along, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to make that clear. She initiated it.
Of course you did.
Hey, that's how every rape defense starts. Don't even worry about it.
All right, let's get into this. Come on.
Where do I start from?
From the very beginning in the bottom.
Page?
First page, each page you go bottom to the top.
Right.
Bottom?
The bottom
Yes.
to the top.
Show him, Sam. He still doesn't understand.
Start there.
No.
I don't think we start on this page, because if I'm saying that, then
Yes.
we have to...
That's the first. That's the last recorded wall. So that's from the
there's no-
13th of.
Before that, you don't have that. Okay.
Right.
You can maybe set it up a little without, going into the
Okay.
conversation. What happened before this scene?
Before this scene, she just would started contacting me and said that she liked the bits that I have on this show, and that she was excited that I used to be an executive intern. She was excited about that.
Excited. So
Yes.
you then saw this and thought you would start pursuing this a little bit.
Yes, that's correct.
Pursuing this. And at first, what did you think of this? Just friendship, kind
I
of.
thought it was just like a little silly thing on Facebook, and I didn't think much of it.
But as we will all see as we go on with this script,
we have to
you'll see that what do we got to do? Interrupt Anthony? Yeah, because you're doing a fine job.
It's all about
you're
you,
doing
David.
a fine job of doing that.
Go ahead, Ed. You talking, David? We'll talk when he wants to talk.
Yeah, just talk over me.
Okay, we have to say that she proceeded to
get anything. Just amazing. Oh my God!
You're fantastic, David.
Okay, let's just start. Let's get
Well,
it.
you have to set it up that she.
Opie, in other words, go fuck yourself. It's pretty much.
Sorry, David. Hey, your show.
Oh, this is where I'm coming to.
I'll just sit here and eat my yogurt, David. I'm sorry.
That's all right. She continued to.
Still not getting anything.
Go ahead, David. You're doing good.
Yes, she keeps setting it up.
She proceeded to send me a Facebook gift for Valentine's Day.
Ah, boy,
And
that
then-
means a lot, by the way.
Yep. And then-
Because those are hard to come by.
That's right.
But when you send it on Facebook, you see that you have a gift, but it won't show you what the gift is until the actual day of Valentine's Day.
What was the gift?
Oh, you had to wait.
I had to wait. It was like 2 days before. I
Don't
had to
say
wait.
it. 'Cause
don't say it.
It's in here.
Let's just start reading, David. Let's not get ahead of
Yeah.
ourselves.
And this is-
The love of peace.
And this is where it starts.
All right.
Where you have, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Go ahead.
Okay, you've got your part there, Stacy.
so,
You know that you're Mary Ann.
Mary Ann.
And let's read this with a little bit of the emotion that is due
Let's do some
for
acting.
these lines. Don't just read this like you're reading fucking textbook.
Okay.
You wrote these lines
Yes, I did.
with some emotion, David. I want you to
Yes.
read them with the same emotion with which they were written. And Stacy, I'm
Oh, no, I
sure
didn't.
you're a fantastic actor. Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
I didn't know what the gift
Shut
was
the
at
fuck
this
up.
point.
I don't care about the fucking gift.
Enough
I
about
care
the gift.
about I care about you emoting these lines
All right.
in the proper fashion. And Stacy, do your best to try to
I'll
be this
try.
Mary Ann girl. All right, we start at 6:34 p.m. It's February 13th, 2009, the day before Valentine's Day. As David types on his computer, he says this.
Thank you so much for the gift. That is very kind of you. You're a sweetheart.
You're very welcome, David. I think you're adorable. I love hearing you on the show. Keep up the good work.
I wonder what you got me. It won't let me see the gift until midnight when it's officially Valentine's Day. That's so nice of you to do. Thanks.
The suspense is killing you, eh? I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
Yes, it is.
Bottom to top.
You are too funny, David.
I'm not trying to be funny. I really do want to know what you got me. It's just such a nice thing for you to do. You don't even know me, and you got me a present. Wow.
Well, I think you're a really nice guy, David, and you deserve it.
Thank you for the kind words. I wonder what it is that I deserve.
Just a little something to let you know that I was thinking about you on Valentine's Day.
I'm blushing. I'll be thinking about you, too.
Aw, now I am too. Thanks for making me smile.
You're welcome.
Oh, no. And that's you again?
Oh, it's me again. Marianne, my darling, how does this gift thing work? I am new to Facebook and don't know. You need to have gift credits to get a gift? How does one go about getting credits? I would like to get you a gift on here.
David, your attention is gift enough for me. That is the most wonderful gift in my eyes.
Aww, thanks. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. You're such a sweetheart.
Was that
You're
after you got
welcome,
the gift?
David. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Had you gotten the gift at this point, David?
Yes.
It is now 10:36 a.m. on February 15th, Valentine's Day.
No,
What was the gift?
the gift
If
was
you
like
already got it.
the gift was like this little like thing on Facebook. It's like a heart, and it says like love, or like has like I said like I love you or something on like a heart or something like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's very thoughtful.
It's a Facebook thing. You can.
Very thoughtful.
Oh, I see. A couple of your time differences there. No biggie. Let her roll.
Now it's the 15th, the day after.
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, David.
Good morning to you, sweetheart.
How's my favorite executive intern doing today?
Good. Thinking of you.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Hope you had a good day today. I thought about you all day. You should come to the show one time. Kiss, kiss.
Oh, they learn quick, don't they?
Oh, very kind of you, David. I had a great day. Glad to be home from work now. If I'm ever in the area, I'll definitely stop by and see you.
That Care Bear was so nice of you to send me. I feel so honored to get all these gifts from you. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you, sweetheart.
Lots of love.
You're welcome, sweetie. I hope you're enjoying your day off. XOXO.
Yes, I'm enjoying it. Thank you. I'll be thinking of you. Kiss, kiss.
David, you truly are a sweetheart. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it. You work so hard and deserve it. Will you be on the radio tomorrow?
Unfortunately, no. I don't go there on Tuesdays. I only go there on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Well, then, I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday.
Hearing, yeah.
Hearing, yes.
Wow.
Hearing, but
That's great.
boy, you fell head over heels by page 2.
Kiss, kiss.
Kiss, love.
Trying to bring it to the next level, huh, David?
Yeah, what were you trying there now?
Come on, tell us.
I don't know. I was just playing along with it.
Playing along with it.
Yes, your cock. That's what you're playing.
She started messaging me, so I went along with it, and she started giving me all these gifts. I started going along. Okay, thank you for these gifts. That's so nice of you.
Yeah,
Faster.
but kiss, love. You say, you know,
Sweetheart, my darling.
my darling.
I don't know why I said those things.
Thinking of you.
I don't know why I said those things.
Every other person on Facebook, David is specifically and intentionally rude to. He always sends people messages saying, "I don't know who you are." They say,
Of course,
"Hey,
Facebook,
David,
of course you don't.
hey, David, great job on the show today." And this is David's response: "Why are you messaging me? I don't know you."
I don't know you.
Let me go to Matt in Washington. Matt.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Matt.
I have the worst douche chills. I had to turn my radio off. David, you are an embarrassment to men everywhere.
Oh.
Wow.
That's not nice.
David.
What's wrong with you?
Well, easy, David. Don't keep the gloves on for a minute.
David, what were you hoping was going to happen with this relationship?
Nothing really. As I said, I just was playing along with it. I thought maybe she would come. Maybe if I played it up right, maybe she would come here into the studio and take a vacation to New York and play and meet me.
And then what happens?
Who knows?
You were hoping for some action or what?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's going
You
on?
could be honest.
No, I don't know.
You're a guy with needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you hoping to get a little something?
Well, something.
I don't know. I was confused. I mean, if she's married and she has kids, I don't know why she was being like that in the first place. So I was confused, but I was like, okay, I'll play along with it.
Did you jerk off thinking about this?
No, I didn't.
Come on.
Let's
No.
hear it.
Little bit,
right?
David.
Little bit.
Look at her big married tits.
Right, thinking about the possibilities. Did you whip it out and whip off a batch or what?
Yeah.
No, I didn't think- I didn't- No.
Do you think about her coming over when she gets out of the car? You attack her like Travis the chimp. Fucking gouge her eyes out and bite her face.
Not like that, no. Not like that,
Stupid
no.
Travis the chimp. That fucking maniac.
Chick gives him some wine in his Xanax to get his monkey dick hard so she can fuck him, and he eats her friend's head. Talking about a backfiring plan. That's like giving a chick a roofie and she slaughters your family.
Would you have asked Marianne to go into the Ron and Fez office with you?
Well, a lot of action has gone on in that office.
We'd
over the
have to
years.
see if she came here and if I had a good. If it was like a good face-to-face meeting, yeah, maybe I would have.
What would have gone on in there?
I don't know.
Would you have squeezed her big tits?
I don't know. I don't know if she would have. If she accepted and she would go into the office.
Yeah.
Like, would you have said something like, hey, why don't you lie back and let me put my prick between your fun bags?
I don't know if I would have used those exact wording. No.
What would you have said then?
I don't think I would have asked her to go. To be honest, I wouldn't ask her to go into the Ron and Fez office.
What if she said, David, why don't we go into the Ron and Fez office? Then what?
If she said that, then I would say, okay, let's go in there.
Of course you would.
Yeah, but I don't think.
And then what would happen? Now you're in there with her. She wants you. What's your move?
I'd probably just be like, okay, and I'd probably like agree and do whatever she wanted.
What would be your first move? You got potentials listening to the show right now. They want to hear your game.
I don't know what I did. Probably like start like doing whatever, like maybe like kissing her and making out with her.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably do that.
Little tangerine dream. Nice.
The best way to do it, too, is like when you go, hey, look over there. When she looks, you kind of sneak in and you peck the neck a little bit.
All right.
How would you grab onto her big tit?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
How would you make that happen?
I don't know. I probably just would like reach in and grab. I wouldn't like.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
yeah, it is.
Or you trip her, and when she falls, you go to brace her, and you grab her fat tit, and you go, I got you.
I like that.
He likes that.
You like that?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Yeah.
Let me say hi to Ron in Georgia. Ron.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, boys, what's up?
What's up?
Hi, Ron.
Hey, I just want to say this shit is really creeping me out. I could just imagine David saying, we remember this is the day we spilled the paint.
What?
Oof. Wow,
Really?
that was a bad one.
Holy shit.
What happened?
Thank you, Ron. I just want to play this for everybody. We were so on it today.
Yeah.
And don't even say that it's because of us. We're not that stupid.
There is a lot of anger today over a cartoon that ran in this morning's New York Post. It shows two policemen. I have
It's
it
on right
here.
now.
Look at the home sales.
Go
New
to
home
the other
sales
TV.
down by
Just turn the
60%.
channel.
And even
Reverend Al.
resales down by
The other
72%.
TV. Come on!
Had a
Come on, the
chance
other
over last
TV.
couple of days to
The other
talk to
TV.
someone. They
Bitch.
say
Oh,
they're
the other
looking to
TV.
Reverend Al was talking.
solutions, some answers.
Put the TV on or I'll suck your dick.
How come we can never fucking figure this shit out? We can never figure this shit out.
Bring Gutfeld in.
The other TV.
Reverend Al is
Where's
fucking
Greg?
mad.
The other
Of
TV.
course, we are going to have live
Quit
coverage
TV.
Quit the cartoon.
We expect to hear from people.
Holy
Holy
shit.
shit.
We need it on the other TV.
We're bringing Greg in, Gutfeld, while this is happening.
Other than you trying to make a very shrewd inference that the president and a monkey is the same thing.
And for the record, we did reach out to the New York Post this morning. We've yet to hear a comment back from them. But Reverend Sharpton, you say that they have a history of this kind of thing.
They were in the one of the mayoral elections. They did a lot of cartoons that many New Yorkers felt were race tens that were actually used in the campaign and that many felt helped sway the campaign. So if you were talking about a paper that had not printed cartoons that has the history of this, you may say, well, what is going on here? When you have this history and they're not forthcoming with an explanation, one that I would be very amazed to hear, one has to say, wait wait a minute, here we go again.
Did you or your office contact the New York Post?
We put a call in, and not like you, we've not gotten a call back.
What do you want here?
I think that, one, the public needs clarity. Secondly, if we don't get clarity, I think the next step is to ask people, how can you take seriously and how can advertisers take seriously a newspaper that would print this cartoon? If I or any civil rights organization printed something in our literature that was offensive or inferred a stereotype against a group, they'd be telling people, don't donate to us, don't support us. You can't do this, not explain it, and then turn around and act like you're a objective paper that's fair to all of your readership.
All right, Reverend Sharpton, thank you so much for your time. We're going to continue to try to reach out to the Post to hear their side of the story. Thank you, sir.
Here it goes.
Well, investigators have just wrapped up.
So fired. Fired, so completely, totally fired.
Someone is fired.
Yes,
I think
someone
so. There you go.
is fired.
Good call today, Jimmy. Jimmy was on that.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, I couldn't believe they fucking with
Good
us.
fucking call.
And to think, at first, I thought Jimmy was making his own joke.
Yeah.
No.
When you read that thing, I looked at you like, oh my God, you just got us fired.
Yeah. Anthony did have a look on his face like what the fuck are you doing? And to get that look out of Anthony, you really had to say something fucked up.
Yes. I was saying, what the fuck are you doing this on the air for?
Yes, off the air.
Yes, of course, in the office.
If you're not dropping the N-bomb, you're a liberal. High five me. But yeah, so you see this. It's like it doesn't offend me at all.
No,
but it's like there's something obviously like, what the fuck was this guy thinking?
Just to bring it all together, because we jumped in the middle of it, this is how MSNBC is reporting it today.
There is a lot of anger today over a cartoon that ran in this morning's New York Post. It shows two policemen. I have it right here. It shows two policemen shooting a chimpanzee, and the other policeman says they will have to find someone else to write the next stimulus bill. You see the ape laying shot, dead, bleeding?
The chimp.
The Reverend Al Sharpton calls the cartoon
chimp is an
troubling,
ape.
given the history of racist attacks associating African Americans with monkeys. Sharpton released a statement that says, in part, being that the stimulus bill has been the first legislative victory of President Barack Obama, the first African American president, and has become synonymous with him, it's not a reach to wonder, are they inferring that a monkey wrote that last bill?
No, an ape. A chimp. See, there's a difference. See, people mix that up all the times. Chimps and orangutans and gorillas are part of the ape family. They are the great apes. Monkeys are your tailed things like your Rhesus monkey.
So you're saying that excuses the cartoon then?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the excuse.
Yes.
It's like, hey, it's an ape.
Okay.
That's what we were going for when most people have been mistaking it for a monkey.
Yes.
Thank you.
It was a parody
this goes away.
It was a parody of Clyde from Which Way Is Up.
Yeah. Or Every Which Way Is Loose.
Which Way Is Up. Every Which Way But Loose.
Oh, God.
Whatever. I mixed up my 70s movies.
Oh, with Linda Eastwood. Eastman. Kodak, what? Hold on.
That was a fucking pileup.
Yeah, well, boy, this woman is all over the news, huh?
And is that the chimp?
Is she the owner?
She's wearing the chimp's clothes.
Yeah, she's wearing a big... She looks like she's wearing a chimp suit. Oh, she probably wore that while he chimp licked her ass.
That's what she'd put out. She put banana on her clit and then fucking monkey outfit on.
Yeah.
I love how these people with exotic animals do believe that they have some kind of emotional connection to these animals that want to kill them. You know, these animals smile because they're scared, or they want to eat you. It's not because they think you're beautiful or they love you.
Yeah. Well, that's an aggressive thing. When a chimp smiles, that's an act of aggression.
Yeah.
Sure. And here it is. He's got this toothy grin in every photo.
I want to know how you know that.
I worked with a chimp, believe it or not.
Well, you did.
I did on a pilot.
Mikey.
Yeah, which is always good for your career when you're working with a chimp.
Yes.
An MTV pilot. Didn't get picked up, though. Had such potential. It was a reality show.
Did you abuse the chimp? Because you knew the chimp couldn't talk. So when things weren't going well...
Yeah, but then he pointed at me, and he pointed his dick, and he made the crying face, and they knew what happened.
New series with a chimp. It was called BJ and the $20.
How great would it be if Greg Evigan was mauled in his truck, and they arrested the chimp bear was fucking his face against the steering wheel?
You heard the 911 audio there, Greg?
No, I haven't.
Oh, wow. You're doing a live show tonight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have fun with the audio.
It's chilling.
It really?
It's fucking chilling.
Yeah,
this woman calling 911.
We could do it again. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's they got the audio of this woman. She's in the car. Apparently, the gorilla had been attacking her friend.
Yeah.
And she went out to hit it with a shovel and stab it, and it wouldn't stop. So then she had to jump in a car because the chimp started attacking her. So she was in a car with this call.
Yeah, and we'll get back to David in a second, but Greg Gutfield from Red Eye is in studio, the host of Red Eye. You also heard what she did with the chimp, shared wine with the chimp.
Yeah, Xanax.
Xanax.
I take Xanax when I fly. It makes me the happiest person on the planet.
And then the stewardess is walking off with no faces.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Where's my peanuts, bitch? And you gouge her eyes out.
Didn't make the chimp happy, though.
Yeah,
that should went the other way. But it would share wine with the chimp and then kind of snuggle in bed with the damn thing.
I know. You're not supposed to mix any kind of like anti-anxiety drugs with alcohol because you get totally screwed up.
Yeah.
So, don't blame the chimp.
All right. Here's the 911 call. Listen to this.
What's your emergency? Oh, this is Sandy.
What's the problem?
Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun. Hurry up.
Send biplanes to the Empire State Building.
He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
So is this guy thinking this is all
I know.
He thinks it's a prank. It's clear in his voice. He's not buying the story just yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, chimp, eh?
Right, I got it. Chimpanzee. Why don't you get the elephant to make him stop?
Is he hitting it with a banana hammer?
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. You shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's doing.
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
It sounds like a Jerky Boys, old Jerky Boys skit.
And his face was ripped apart.
Yeah.
A chimpanzee's attacking my friend, goddammit. Send some help. It already took his glasses.
Then he ripped my face off. And my genitals.
The chimpanzee. I fell down the stairs and my nose and eyes fell off. Get Travis the chimp, I said. This chimp is very angry.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, ma'am.
They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry.
Are you there with your friend? I need you to help your friend. Can you go help your friend?
I can't. He tried to attack me now.
Is he still there with your friend?
Yes.
Okay, so then back off. Then don't get any closer, okay? They're already on the way.
Getting advice from that guy.
The chimp pulls a Hannibal Lecter and puts the woman's face on his. Hey, take me to the hospital. I'm okay.
That's Chimp Pembry.
That's Chimp Pembry. Damn it, you talk to him. What a hairy bitch.
Did the rancher make
Chimp Pembry. Talk to him, damn it!
Did the rancher make you perform fellatio? Did he throw feces at you? No, he was a real decent primate.
What do you think there, Greg?
That is, I hadn't heard that. That is absolutely amazing. It's horrifying. But I know,
scared.
But today, PETA's got to come out with some kind of statement. They're going to have to come out and defend the monkey.
They sort of have.
Dead,
Oh, they have? Yeah. See, I'm way behind the news cycle.
Well, they actually, that's not the end of it, is it? The's more?
Yeah, there's more. We're going to get
She's
into.
the most, I've never heard anybody this frightened in my life.
Is this your monkey or whose monkey is it? It's your monkey.
It's mine.
How do you know how big is he? How many pounds?
200 pounds.
400?
200.
200 pounds?
Listen to me, please. Where are they?
And he's a chimp, correct?
Yes.
He still doesn't believe her.
Yeah.
He still doesn't believe
He's
her.
still just like, what the?
He's like, when do I get offered the prize? Yeah.
It's like a radio prank.
Exactly. I got 2 tickets to REO Speedwagon. I know.
Right?
Where are they?
They're going your way. They're going as fast as they can your way, okay?
Please go faster. Please.
Faster than I can, but go faster.
Please.
Is the monkey still by your friend, or can you get close to your friend?
He's eating her. Please. God, no, please.
God.
She's just watching her friend being eaten by a fucking primate.
Can you imagine watching somebody all that time, the whole time she's on the phone, she's staring at the monkey, and he's fucking chewing. He ripped the lady's arm off, like below the elbow.
Just ripped it off like a fucking chicken wing.
Yeah, and this guy's thinking she's going on a serious drug trip. Like, she's imagining this whole thing.
There's a monkey!
Yes, he's curious. There's a man in the yellow hat. He's curious.
Oh, man.
Someone's saying there's even better audio where you can hear the cops.
It's the monkey side of it?
The monkey was not mic'd properly.
Well, what do we got there?
Maybe that, yeah, okay.
Maybe that's it.
They tell them they got to shoot him because I tried stabbing him and he's not, and it made him worse.
Yeah.
Have them shoot him.
They will. Sandra, I already have the fire department close by, okay? So as soon as the police get there, the fire department's going to move in, okay?
Please tell them. Shoot him because he's going to try to attack me now.
Oh, man.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Sandra, stay in your car.
Shoot him!
Sandra, I need you to stay in your car.
Shoot him, please! I tried stabbing him, and he's hurt now, too. So he's going to attack anybody. I can't get out of this car.
I can't get what?
Out of this car.
Wow.
And the chimp had the keys for the car. Like, he wanted to go for a car ride, and so he would run out with the keys, because, he would steal the car sometime. Like, chimp's fucking smart, man.
That was adorable. Just weeks ago, that was seen as adorable.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like us. He wants to drive.
Look, he can open the door.
Yeah, let him play with the keys. Oh.
Look, it's Edna. He's running at it with salt and pepper.
And then she's looking at this monkey holding the fucking keys, thinking, he could get in this car. He knows how to use the fucking keys.
Yeah, he's got her iPod. He's getting ready to go for a ride.
She calls her on the OnStar and fucking bitches her out. Says he's going to eat her,
He got that big travel mug of coffee.
Need that to wash down her face.
You know what's fucking scary? Was the fucking the primate sounds?
Yeah.
Like, when she saw this thing doing that to her friend, I think she realized, like, I am here with a wild animal.
Yeah, finally, after she's been betting this thing for years.
Yeah, it's probably been deep dicking her.
Yeah. Oh, so nice when he's hard.
Yeah.
You don't like that, David? That bothered you, huh?
Yeah. What's the matter, David? What do you feel bad for? The woman with no face, the owner, or the monkey? Go.
I feel bad for the friend.
The friend that has no face.
Yes, I feel bad for her.
Yeah, that's Stoffel. That's Siegfried and Roy territory. She's going to...
Oh, worse than that.
Yeah.
She had nothing. One of the EMTs that actually showed up sent me an email and said that it was so much worse than they can even describe on the news. Like, her face was completely gone. They just dug out. The thing just dug out her whole face.
Jesus.
Isn't that wonderful?
But it took her nose off.
Oh, everything's gone.
Gouged her eyes out. Her lips are probably gone.
Everything.
Did it take her teeth out?
Yes. It also had some of her teeth were ripped out of her
It was probably
head.
just ripping them out with his hand.
Yeah, just like ripping them. You
ripping
know how they
parts.
do that.
Can I just say how hot that girl is on MSNBC?
She is lovely.
She is lovely.
We watch her
Although
every
she has
so
a
often.
big fucking Demi Moore head and a little skinny neck.
She is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I just had to say that because I was going to vomit.
The whole monkey
I was actually feeling kind of sick there for a minute.
When you're hearing that primal scream, that's probably... Oh, you got more?
We got one more clip that we haven't heard yet.
Oh.
This one might be with the gunshots if you listen really closely.
Whatever you do, just stay in your car. Okay, just still stay in your car. Don't leave the car until I tell you to, okay? Sandra, can you hear me? Sandra, can you hear me? I know they just shot the monkey. I heard gunshots.
I heard him.
Yeah, I heard the gunshots.
Pop, pop, pop.
Near the beginning.
Wow.
3 shots and he was still alive.
Amazing.
But that's scary because monkeys are, again, we had the chimp in here actually. He was a small, not this one, another one. They're so fucking powerful. It's like he was probably just sitting there on her. He probably, because they bite and they fucking
pound on you.
They pound and they bite, and he probably gouged her eyes out with his fucking hands. And he was probably had his hands in her mouth and was just ripping her fucking teeth.
King Kong did that to the Tyrannosaurus in the movie. Just broke his fucking jaw.
Do you know what?
That's what played with it. He probably was like. Just like playing with it.
That's
like
what
a
they do.
seesaw.
That's what they do to each other, so the other one can't bite them.
Yeah,
they break the jaw open, and the fucking It didn't take any of her feet off, did it? I know it ripped the arm off.
No, I'm not sure about the feet. They don't like feet.
Anything that can be used as a weapon.
They laugh at our feet because they don't have thumbs on them.
I realized PETA's stance on this is they hope this doesn't lead to a backlash of monkey crime.
Yes, because there's so many that you just see.
Yeah, humans coming out into the street and attacking monkeys.
Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
It's fucking crazy.
There you go.
They actually are all pissed off because they say the monkey shouldn't have been in the ape.
It's probably I would probably agree with them on that one. I don't think we're supposed to be living with the exotic animals.
No, this woman took it a little far. I think chimps should be in a couple of places. They should be kept in very nice cages when they're actors. Because, what's funnier than a chimp in a movie? You're laughing your bag off.
In a little tuxedo.
Yes.
Yes.
Or I like them in little engineer outfits. Like they're going to drive a train. Stop it. He's a chimp.
Exactly.
Or in medical test facilities, I guess. Yes. That's another place where we kind of got them. Exactly. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to fucking give you this. Yeah, see if your eyes turn blue.
Let's see how you do with rickets, you silly goose.
Yeah, here you go. Try eating my face while you're battling shingles.
Scratch your asshole and buzz off.
Why don't we take a break? Greg Gutfeld from Red Eye on Fox. Jimmy's going to be on
I'm on tonight, yes.
Very cool.
Nice.
Anything left with David?
Was there ever anything?
David, have you talked to her since this conversation?
Yeah, I've talked to her all the time on Facebook. She keep on messaging each other, yes.
Messing with each other.
Messaging
Ooh, a little
each other,
Freudian slip there.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you looking to pursue anything, even though she's a married woman? Are you?
No, I'm not looking to pursue anything. No.
But it certainly does. You're using love and sweetie and all that
kiss,
shit.
Kiss,
kiss to a married one. All right.
You're a home wrecker.
Let me ask you this question honestly. Let's say you really cared about a woman.
Okay.
You got married. She's now your wife. Very sacred bond.
Yes.
And then you look one day, you turn the computer on, and her Facebook page is up there. Mm-hmm. And right there you see there's this guy, this young fucking radio intern guy, and he's saying things like thinking of you, love, kiss, kiss. What would you think as a husband of your wife if that was happening?
I probably wouldn't think too much of it.
What? You'd eat her face.
It's just a harmless thing.
How is that harmless? She's saying she's sending you gifts. She's thinking of you. You're saying love. You're kissing.
I'm just saying that stuff, just playing along with her. I'm not going to pursue her.
Everyone just remember this. If he ever gets married, you could just fuck his wife. You're cuckold. You're a fucking cuckold.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not planning on having a relationship with this woman.
But what about your own imaginary wife? If she was doing the same thing, you'd be pissed.
So you had a gal.
You'd be mad. If you cared about a girl and she's fucking flirting with some douchebag, asshole, fucking stupid intern at some radio station.
Some theoretical physicist who wrote A Brief History of Time.
But that's exactly what it is. It's just a flirting through.
That's bad.
That's how it starts.
What flirting on the internet leads to? Fucking in your bed.
Exactly. Yeah, but I'm not going to pursue her. I'm not trying to pursue her.
Maybe she wants to fuck you.
Yeah.
Well,
we all do. Fuck you.
I don't think so. I don't think she does. She's not in any rush to come down here.
Has she asked you for any money? Because that means she loves you.
That's true.
She hasn't asked me for money. No.
Is she from Nigeria? Does she got $10 million for you?
He'd fall for that shit in a second.
Wouldn't he?
I don't fall for that.
Is she representing an airline where a plane is crashed?
Yes.
That's my favorite.
It's another one, or a doctor somewhere. Yeah. No,
David, you would go with it.
You're still pursuing it. If she wanted to show up, you fucking asked her that if she's ever around to stop down to this studio.
That's right. Ask that. Yeah,
that's the fucking line.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but you've used the golden key to the pussy that radio people use. Come down to the studio.
Yeah, what do you think? We would have them down here just to take up space and look at them?
To talk to them?
Their faces, David.
To talk to them? Stop
just
it.
Wanted to meet her.
You didn't want to meet her.
Out, yeah.
Just to hang out?
Yeah.
What are you talking? You know me. We don't hang out.
No, we don't.
Why not?
No, we don't.
I'm more fun than she is, unless you're fucking. Believe me.
Right. And even
then, exactly.
Then it gets really bad.
We got husbands checking in. Mike in PA, go ahead.
Mike.
Hey, if I checked my wife's phone and I saw that message on there, I'd rip your balls off and put them in your mouth.
See, there you go.
That's right.
That's how a real man feels when he's got a wife or girlfriend and they're flirting on the internet like that. You don't fucking take that lightly because the next step is there's a new dick in her.
Right, that's how it all starts.
Right.
It's between a man and his wife.
You don't just fucking. The first message is, "Can we fuck?" It
Yeah.
starts out nice. Little gifts being sent, things like that.
If I came home, I'd fucking shoot you.
Yeah, see,
this guy would shoot you,
he'd
David.
shoot you like
He'd shoot you.
that chimp.
You're on dangerous grounds.
Well,
Let's
why
say
would
hi
you-
to James in Kansas. James.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, man.
Hey, my ex, my kid's mom, did the same thing. She ended up fucking meeting some douchebag that she'd known for years back on MySpace again.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, she's calling me saying, I don't think I can do this anymore. I hope the cunt dies of AIDS. Jimmy, happy birthday. I love you. Peace.
No bitterness.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, no, they
No
handled it
bitterness
well.
there.
No.
Yeah,
Wow.
There you go.
See, David?
Yeah, that's
You
anger
see?
management.
Lessons learned by people's experiences.
That's right, David.
You got to watch out.
Maybe she's unhappy in her relationship. Why would she start dating this stuff in the first place?
All right.
This is the problem with Facebook. It makes it too easy to make these stupid decisions. You used to have to go to a bar and cheat.
It was a conscious decision to go. You can now fall into cheating.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm on the internet. I was researching something, and all of a sudden I'm fucking a strange woman.
Exactly.
I don't know what happened, honey. I was looking for prices of new houses, and now I'm fucking someone.
Exactly. It's actually not our fault.
No.
Because it's being piped into our houses and apartments 24/7. You used to have to drive 5 miles to a bar on the... It's just wrong. It's wrong. I hate Facebook. I hate it. You presume intimacy with people you don't even know. You have people that are pinging you, pretending to be your friend.
Commenting on you.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. But you put it out there, too. You kind of, as a celebrity, you kind of put part of your life out there on the Facebook and MySpace and things like that. And then people just comment on it. And it's like, okay, whatever. But you do, like, you bring up a great point. Years ago, you had to make an effort to get into your car, drive away, make up an excuse as to where you were going, come home, make sure you don't stink of fucking pussy.
You couldn't do it right in front of your partner, but now, while your husband or your wife
is in the kitchen,
you're Facebooking. Hey, I can't wait to drain your balls.
Imagine there's a broad in your kitchen while your wife is in the living room, and you're like, I'll be right back. You go in there, I want to fuck the shit out of your ass. I want to do, and then you come back, hi, honey. Yeah, what are we watching on TV? I'll be right back. Back in the kitchen. Let me just fucking tongue that clit, and I want to do...
And if it was one affair you had then, now you can have multiple. It is, you're right. It's fucking...
Oh, my God.
And please, to all the girls on MySpace who I've tried to fuck, continue writing.
Yes. Don't let this be a reflection on
I'm
Jimmy's...
not married.
But it's also, it's like what you're saying with him. It's the initiation of, like, basic texting, flirting. It just snowballs. Just like, hey, what's up? Can turn into anything, and you can't You can't even do that with a conversation with a girl on the street.
No,
a perfect street. You can't say, "Hey, what's up?" That's going nowhere. But you can just text, "What's up?" and then it's over.
Imagine how awkward that would be in person to go through your text conversations that start, hey, what's up? Not much. What are you up to? Nothing. Bored sitting at home. What are you doing? Bored too. Yeah, watching a movie. What are you watching? Porno? Ha ha, LOL. And it just keeps going back and forth. And within like 10 lines, you're going, I want to deep dick the shit out of your ass. It's like, how does that happen in any other fucking medium?
You could be barely coherent, and you can still get somewhere. It's amazing.
It really is.
It's wrong or beautiful. It's wrong and beautiful.
It's both.
It's wrong and inspirational.
I got to interrupt this before we lose this guy.
Okay.
He has something
got
for
a chimp
David.
attacking him?
I just want to say this guy for now. Rob, go ahead.
Hey,
Don't want to say where he's from or nothing. Hey, Rob.
Who's this David guy?
David, say hi to Rob.
Hi, Rob. What's up?
Nothing. Are you the David that's been Facebooking my wife?
Oh, shit. Let's see.
Is this really the guy, or is this another prank?
No. This is a guy.
It is?
Yeah. Apparently, my wife, being nice, sends out a couple hearts. You're trying to get her to come to New York. You gonna raise my kid?
Wow,
No,
it is.
I'm certainly not, no.
Dude, it is. It's him.
Is it really him?
Yep.
Yeah.
For real?
I just looked.
What's the story, David?
The story is that she just I got an account on Facebook. She started she friended me. She started messaging me, so I just messaged her back and played along with it. And that's all.
Yeah, rat her out. Good job.
Play it along.
That's all. Yeah.
Come to New York. Yeah, I'd take her in the Ron and Fez room.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You said it, though.
You did
I
say
said
that.
it, but I wouldn't
You
really
said you would
do
grab her
it.
tit, remember?
I said that, but I wouldn't really do it.
You said it.
Nice, David. That's nice. Your parents would love that.
Guy's got kids with his wife and everything, and you're fucking around like that. Regardless of what she's doing, you're entertaining it. Jesus.
Don't worry, David. We do want to come see them before they leave the XM studio. And we will be introducing ourselves.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
He actually sounds kind of nice. I think you guys would get along.
Yeah. You have the same taste in women.
Hey, Rob, just keep in mind he's not here on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you come in on one of the days he's here.
But now, does that bother you to read that stuff, that little flirting going back and forth?
No, my wife's pretty honest. I mean, that's exactly how she feels about the family, and it looked like she was being nice, and this guy's trying to seduce her.
I'm not trying to seduce her.
You were. You did come. I'm not trying to seduce her.
I see where Marianne was being nice.
Yeah. Let me read
But then
to
David
you.
is adding kiss and
Marianne, my darling. How does this gift thing work? And then you go up a little further, and it's, thanks, you're a sweetheart.
Wait, can I stop you? Why
Yes.
are you calling her my darling when she's married to this guy that's on the phone right now? David?
Oh,
Don't look around for help.
I'm not trying to get help. I don't know. I'm just playing along with it. It's just an innocent thing on Facebook. It doesn't mean anything.
The Care Bear was so nice. I feel so
Innocent.
honored to get these gifts. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you, sweetheart. Lots of
innocent.
love to you, sweetheart. Is innocent?
Yeah, what does that mean,
That
David?
sounds a little more
It's
than
innocent.
Translate that.
You're like 20 minutes from photographing your genitals.
Yeah, right. And David, believe it or not, this one I believe is the most incriminating one ever because this. Hope you had a good day. I thought about you all day. That's a bold fucking statement.
Yep.
But
When
I
you say
never
you
said
thought
that.
about someone all day, and then it shows you should come to the show one time. Kiss, kiss.
Yeah.
When you think of someone all day, that means you're obsessing with them.
Yeah, but I
you're
didn't-
thinking of them. That's a new type of relationship thing where you're thinking about the girl all the time. It's fucking like you're all like psyched to see her. You're getting all revved up and frothing. What do you think?
I think that I was just playing around, and I just said that. I wasn't really thinking.
Do you know
about
you're
her.
using every excuse they've used on that fucking Predator series?
Yep. You want a sugar cookie?
I was.
Where's your six-pack?
I was
Let's come
only-
in with a six-pack.
David, why don't you sit down? Put the Zima down.
His voice is quivering a little
I'm Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC.
The Zima down.
You brought condoms with you. Yeah, they always had some type of cheap shit for the poor young girl. At least give us some good booze, you fucking cheap pedos.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Get us a nice glass of wine. Get us some culture before you deep dick that ass.
I like how impressed they are by the kitchen.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is a really nice kitchen.
Thank you. I'll be back. I'm just sending in the fucking rat. Oh, Christ. There she goes.
Let David smooth it over with Marianne's husband.
Yeah, David, why don't you just
better,
smooth
David.
everything
Take care
over?
of this.
If this is really the husband, then
It is, by the way.
It's so obvious.
Because after my first day on the internship, I have doubts if it really is the husband.
Oh, so now you're a liar. Now you're a liar, Rob, by the way.
Yeah. Thanks, David. You obviously know my wife's married, too.
Yeah.
That's really nice of you.
You knew she was fucking married.
Come on, David, smooth it over with Rob.
All right, if this is Rob, I apologize.
Well,
for what?
Maybe you'll be able to do that in person.
I apologize. I didn't mean anything. It was a completely innocent thing. I didn't mean anything. I wasn't ever wanted to pursue your wife or anything like that. It was completely
Kiss,
harmless.
squeeze your tit. Yeah, nothing. Innocent.
Didn't want to play you, dude. That is textbook internet flirtation that you want to go further.
David, I'm trying to help you out here. Here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just trust me.
Trust him.
I mean, that's.
Go ahead.
Just go ahead. He'll understand that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, David. It's all good.
No, I apologize. I'm sorry.
David,
why'd you throw the paper away?
Well, I'm trying to help you.
David.
Why don't you read that? I'm trying to help you.
Come on. This will
knows how to
help.
smooth
This will
things
help.
over.
The guy's a listener. He understands these
He's
things.
not a listener. He's
He's a
married.
listener.
He's
He wants to
married.
come down and see.
He's not a listener because he's married. We have married listeners.
Just believe
We
me.
don't have smart
Jimmy
listeners or
knows.
thin ones.
You don't fucking know. You're a stupid intern. Jimmy knows. He's experienced.
That's right. I'm a gentleman.
Take care of business now. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. What's your name again? Rob?
Rob.
Okay, Rob. I'm sorry. Those fat fucking tits seduced me. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? Are you crazy?
I'm sorry.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have pursued it any further. I'm sorry.
You did pursue it.
That's a real way to smooth it over. I'm sure you're really sincere, pal. I'm so upset over this. I got nothing.
Well, hold on now.
Yeah, hold on. Give David a chance, really.
Is he at least accurate in the description?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
I can't tell by the picture.
I mean, David's trying to bond with you. I mean, he's not too good at this.
Yeah, David, okay, smooth that out because
come on.
that last one didn't work.
Yeah.
Smooth it over.
Go ahead.
Okay, Rob. My bad, Rob. Does she fuck like a champ?
I don't think that's really smoothing it over, to tell you the.
Oops.
To tell you.
Would you like to find out, David?
Oh
shit!
No, I wouldn't like to find out. No.
Yes, you would.
Not according to your post on her Facebook.
I thought about you all day. That is something you say to your junior high school sweetheart. It's one of those very lovey-dovey things that you say. Smooth things over. David, smooth things over. Go ahead.
Okay. Is it possible? Can we double team her?
I don't think this is smoothing things over, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you gotta. I mean, you really should show that you at least care about this person and what she's like.
Yeah. Come on, David, smooth it over.
Come on.
All right.
That you show you care.
All right. If I may ask, does she take it in the fart box?
Jeez, Dave. I'm speechless. You're really winning here.
All right, David, why don't you smooth things over? No, smooth things over. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, smooth things over.
Yeah, you don't make
Okay, that's all right. Listen, how's my cock taste?
Now, David, if you think that's smoothing things over, I think Rob's going to come down here like a madman. You're going to know Rob when you see him. Are you a big guy, Rob?
Good size.
Yeah?
Not huge, but
yeah. You take care of yourself. You know you could fuck a little Jewish kid up, right?
oh, happy.
Well, David feels like you're not answering his questions.
All right, David.
Yeah.
Hey, cuckold, I'm talking to you.
Well, David, you got a lot of balls down there in New York, don't you?
Oh, yeah, he's way up in Massachusetts. You're all brave.
This is like the beginning of a Law and Order episode. 5 minutes later, he's going to be in an alley. His head's going to be missing, and then if Jerry Orbach were alive, he'd make a little joke.
Yeah. Wow, David. My God.
Oh, man. I guess we didn't smooth anything over, huh?
No. But you admit you are flirting.
No,
you admit you were flirting.
I wasn't
flirting. Kiss, sweetheart, love, thinking of you, thought about you all day. That's flirting.
My darling?
My darling?
I'm blushing.
I'm blushing.
Yeah, why are you blushing?
I wasn't really blushing.
Dude, you mean you lied to her about the blushing? You haven't even screwed her yet and you're lying to her.
Oh. Dishonest fuck.
Yeah, you're lying just to get in her fucking bloomers.
Yep.
Her bloomers. Thanks, Gramps.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, be a man.
Be a man, David.
God,
Fess up.
Man.
You're flirting.
You were flirting.
With this girl.
You were flirting. A girl.
All this karma with this young girl.
Why don't you settle down like Rob? Find yourself a nice girl.
Yeah. Look, this one's looking this way, this one's looking that way, and the one in the middle has no eyes and nose.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It was just an innocent thing. I do apologize.
It always starts out innocent, but that wasn't innocent even. That was definitely you were were well engaged.
Sure.
You were already like on that road to where's that going? Where else could that have gone? Could you have just sustained that type of conversation now for weeks, months, or would it have gone further? Would it have gone to talking about meeting each other or perhaps doing stuff with each other?
No, I wouldn't have gone.
What?
No,
How do you know?
You would have taken her around Fez room?
Yeah.
No.
You already were talking about hooking up?
But I didn't mean that, really.
You didn't mean it. You have no proof that you didn't mean it. You know what you didn't mean it does to those pedos that fucking Chris Hansen gets? Nothing. They look at the transcripts, they use that, and they use that as the intent. You, my friend, have no defense except those transcripts, which show that you were trying to get with this married woman. With 2 kids? You got 2 kids, Rob?
Yes, I do.
How old are the little guys?
The boy's 11 and my girl's 6.
11 and a 6-year-old, and there's David going to try. Oh, Uncle Paul. and there goes David trying to just, fucking up a family, just willy-nilly, skipping through life with his shoelaces untied.
Getting to the kids through the mom. That's how they do it.
Exactly.
That's how they do it.
That's right.
Sure, raise my family. Maybe you can pay my mortgage. You want to drive my truck, David?
You want to do that? You want to take over this guy's...
Is that a euphemism?
Oh, jeez, don't call her that.
Yeah. You want to park in my garage? We got it. That's right. You want to back your truck into that smelly garage?
Oh, Jesus.
No.
All right. Take the tailpipe.
All right. Well, I got to piss anyway.
All right.
Well, Rob, sorry about David's activities.
David, Rob, looking forward to seeing you come down. Love to meet you and your lovely wife and introduce you personally to David.
Yes. That will happen.
Thank you, boys, and keep up the good work.
So maybe he can shake your fingers.
All right, Rob, in Massachusetts. We got to take a quick break. We'll continue in just a bit. Thanks, David. Opie and Anthony. All right. Opie and Anthony, we got Greg Gutfeld.
That's right.
Greg Gutfeld in studio from Red Eye. Jimmy's doing Red Eye tonight on Fox News. It's on at what?
It's on at 3 a.m. East Coast and midnight West Coast.
Yeah, but people could DVR that shit.
That's
left and
true.
right.
That's true.
That's the beauty of the ages we live in.
It is, my
you get,
friend.
you get a lot more viewers because of that DVR.
We are like the #1 DVR show at 3 a.m. Wow. Nancy Grace is close behind with her box of severed ears.
Nancy Grace, my God. You get along with those people over there at Fox?
I love them.
Or you never see them?
It's like the world's greatest high school because all the women are hot and all the guys are dumpy and fat.
Yeah.
So you can it's just every girl's a cheerleader. They're all gorgeous.
Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah. No, I like it. It's fun there.
What are you finding good in the news these days? You're all over the Obama stimulus thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just depressing, though. We're trying to stay away from all economic crap because it just makes you want to slit your wrists. So we go for really stupid stories. Well, A-Rod was great.
Wasn't it good?
Yeah, that was awesome.
What was your take on that?
He's the lion sack of crap.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love that pregnant pause. What was he doing? Was there a missing page that he couldn't find? So he just stopped. He said to my players, and then he stopped.
I think he was trying to act, trying to oh wait, I gotta get a hold of myself before I move on.
He was thinking,
bullshit.
What would Jeter do?
Exactly.
What would Jeter do in this situation?
We had Nitro on remember Nitro from Gladiators, and he said that when you look at A-Rod, that's a guy who had the best steroids you could find, the best cycle because you can't see any of the side effects. So it was clear that he was doing it, but he had just the best.
He had the pure stuff.
He had the pure
before
stuff.
it was cut, man.
Not like Mark McGuire,
Exactly.
who was like fucking looked like they just pumped him up, and then like a year after he's done with baseball, he looks like a little old man sitting in a courtroom, shaking, emaciated arms, spectacles on his eyes. It's like, what the fuck happened to this guy?
Exactly. But it's idiotic to think like an amazing athlete would put anything in his body that wasn't pure.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's saying that his cousin shot him up with something that they don't know what it is. They're just stupid kids. You don't do that if your body's worth, $500 million, which it is over time.
And he wasn't a stupid kid. He was already in the league 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. No, it was amazing.
He could use the stupid kid thing because the only people that give a shit are the old motherfuckers running the shit. So
I still think
that's why he says that.
I still think he's getting it from Madonna because if you see Madonna's arms, she's definitely juicing.
It almost looks like she has implants at this point in her arms.
No, she's definitely on something.
Well, I asked this question this morning. Why do you think people hate A-Rod? What is it about him? I don't think it's a jealousy thing. Because there's a lot of athletes out there that are.
He has a douchebag face.
Yep. Douchebag face. I knew he would come up with this. I think you got it.
Yeah. It's whenever you look at him, he looks surprised at his own success or surprised at something.
Like he's fake humble. Like,
yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, it's like, I'm with 5 women on Valentine's Day. Look at me. It's always like he's
wow, I can't believe this happened to me.
Exactly.
How did I get these 5 women on Valentine's Day that all want to fuck me?
It has nothing to do with the fact that I make $100 million a year. I don't know what this is. I'm a great guy.
Instead of knowing why he has them.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that angle. Why Madonna though? What the fuck?
She's a 60-year-old man trapped in a 50-year-old woman.
I know.
But she's angry. I have a friend of mine that had to work on the Sherlock Holmes movie and spent some time at the house before the divorce, and she just shouts and shouts at Guy Ritchie, and he just sits in the corner. And this was about, I guess, like 8 or 9 months ago. Yeah. And he was there working on the script, and he said it was the most uncomfortable, horrifying experience. She just pounds in and yells at him and tells him to turn off the music, and then she storms out.
Yeah, no music, no TV for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's made a fine living off that pop culture.
Yeah, meanwhile, she can't stop fucking guys under 25.
Exactly.
Lovely.
She's got that guy in a cage somewhere, in a trailer,
she likes some nice unclipped fucking young Latin cock.
The kid's grandmother is younger than Madonna by like a couple years, right?
Yeah.
30, the new one?
The mother's 36.
Yeah, the grandmother is like 50.
Wait, the mother's 36?
The kid's mother, she's young. She was like 15 or 16 when she had her son.
Of course.
Yeah.
Your son.
Wow.
And the grandmother's actually Madonna's age, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Madonna likes young dick, unclipped, preferably a shade of brown. And that's good for her. That's her thing. She likes Brazilian, Spanish guys. Yeah. But don't go fucking acting self-righteous about how terrible TV is and how bad it is for your kids. How do you think it is for them to see you being fucked all over in every hole?
Exactly.
Pardon my French.
I agree.
Yeah. What else are you looking at on TV these days?
Geez, I don't know. Let me think.
A-Rod was good.
Yeah.
You're going to do a lot on the chimp thing, I'm sure, tonight.
Yeah. The story we did last night, which I loved, was this White House reporter, this woman who complained that the male reporters use too many sports metaphors in the White House press briefings, and it's unfair to women when they say, like, he really hit a home run with that stimulus, and women are like going, what does that mean? Is that
home
good?
run?
Yes, home run.
What?
So my argument is that it's actually the opposite, that when you, in businesses, you say, you're going to clean house, you're going to iron out problems. You actually use housework metaphors, which actually helps women.
I'm getting fucked.
That's true.
My wife's on Facebook.
Yeah. Wow, this plan really blackened my eye for not cleaning the toilet right.
I guess I fell down the stairs again.
Hey, Greg, they're calling you fucking brilliant with that A-Rod. It's the douchebag face. Douchebag finally nailed it. We've been all trying to figure this one out.
Douchebag face.
Something as simple as that.
Yes.
And that one you can't prove in court, but yet no one can argue it.
Yeah, exactly. It's him. Douchebag face. Nice.
See, he always thinks of the simplest things first.
Yes, exactly.
Ain't got no gas in it. It's got the douchebag face. All right, that must be it. Douchebag face.
I work for Greg Gutfeld's outfit.
Stupid outfit. His outfit. Bill Cox's outfit.
Bill Cox's outfit.
Where's the outfit? There's
fucking
nothing going
one
on
wrench.
Here.
Some dummy that can't tell the things out of gas, and a big murdering retard.
Yeah. He murdered someone for fucking his mother, murdered his mother, and then Dwight Yoakam, and then he has a biscuit. You fucking boob.
But it was all okay because he never slept in that girl's bed. He didn't want to mess it up. Remember, he sat at the edge of the bed.
That's right.
And that's when you got his sympathy. And you
okay. You sat there all night, Carl?
Yeah,
I did.
Yes. It's okay that you kill people then.
Yeah.
Double homicide, schmomicide. You don't muss up the ruffles.
Here, play with my 10-year-old boy.
Yeah. You got a Kaiser blade around, do you? And people call it Sling Blade, I call it Kaiser blade.
Danny just found a A-Rod douchebag face picture.
Yeah, that is douchebag face.
Pretty much just any one of them. Hey, give us a preview for tonight there, Greg.
Well, we have Jim Norton. And Jim has asked me who's on the show, and I have no idea.
You really don't know who else is on?
We got some little kid, some 5th grader who wrote an editorial on the Daily News about how homework is like bad and should be illegal. I don't know.
Wow, that's cool.
I know. That's you were our guest. You're basically our guest.
Did you do the story of the 13-year-old in England that's a father?
That was amazing.
But now they're saying that he might not be the father because she's a slut.
There are four
it's David flirting with her on Facebook.
There's 4 other guys. She was 15. He was 13.
Yeah. And the kid looks like he's about 8.
Right.
Yeah,
he doesn't even look 13.
Yeah, he doesn't even know what a diaper is. I mean, I remember his dad asked him how you're going to take care of the kid financially, and he didn't know what the word financially was.
Right.
Yeah.
But now it's coming out that she was fucking 3 or 4 other guys.
She's a good little egg.
I love this kid.
So now the 13-year-old is insisting on a DNA test. A 13-year-old.
That's great.
We're having great birth stories, though. You got that. You got the Octomom, and then you have, remember, the pregnant man. It's like every
the
pregnant man is amazing.
It's not a man.
It's not a man.
It's a fucking broad.
It is.
It was
What's
always
the name?
a broad.
She was a hot broad, though.
Yes, she was.
She won.
She wasn't bad. She fucked it all up with those hormones.
Yeah. Not fair.
The one of the best trannies I've seen so far is that fucking 16-year-old singer.
Oh, yeah, from
that
England.
Fucking English girl.
Is that a tranny?
Pop her up. Yeah, underwent the operation. There's douchebag face.
Every picture
underwent
now.
the operation at 12 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
At 12 years old, underwent sexual reassignment.
Yeah, the shoulders are
Johns
wide,
Hopkins.
though, man.
And Johns Hopkins.
They got to figure out how to shave down the shoulders a
If
little
you
bit.
asked a 12-year-old guy if you could have a vagina, you'd say yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll just diddle it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm going to grow tits?
Yeah.
Fuck, this is great. All right.
What do you think of Octomom as they find this?
I find her. I'm one of the few that find her strangely arousing. She has that. I believe
There's
that
some shots she looks beautiful.
Yeah, she looks.
Don't look at the rest of the body, just the face.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
And the angle's got to be just right.
That picture of her pregnant was like out of Alien. The massive. It was like literally a Winnebago attached to her waist. It was insane. She was a clown car.
Yeah, pop one of those up. Would you bang this?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's adorable.
Used to be a boy.
So he's still yes.
16.
Yes, and I knew that.
Yeah, but that's a good shot. But there was a shot of her where her
vagina's
shoulders
probably
are too
awful,
wide.
though.
What?
I think I banged one that was a post-op one time, and I knew.
You think you did?
But I didn't know. It's a vagina, but something felt wrong. Your
it's the inside of a dick that you're fucking. That's what felt wrong. It wasn't a vagina. It was an inside-out cock that you were fucking. You were docking with this man.
You have a technical. You have an accurate point. But again, you don't know that because it looks like a pussy. It just feels.
The labia was ball sack.
All right, well, whatever. I didn't say I made a hat out of it. I just fucking jammed my dick in it and paid the thing.
Was she a retired tennis pro named Renee Richards?
Look, right?
It was Venus Gerolitis.
Danny, what are you thinking? Would you touch that? What's the matter? What's the matter?
You know what? I don't know.
Big head and short arms creeping you out.
Nah, like you can tell, like the leg.
Hands. Look at the hands.
It's the leg looks not so much like a woman's leg, and you could tell the feet are kind of on the large side for a chick.
And then the shoulders are always too big.
And the hair is always covering her face.
Sure, but Paris Hilton looks like it. She got a Paris look to her.
Jimmy,
she's got a dick.
Did you know?
What?
No,
only because you told me. Would I know if I met her?
With the other thing.
No, I had no idea until afterwards. Something felt wrong.
Yeah.
But
the
there was
smell was just not right.
No, I didn't lick it.
Oniony?
Yeah. And she had tough acting Tinactin on her dresser.
She had razor stubble clit.
Oh, shit. Wow, something just felt a little weird, huh?
Yeah, it just didn't feel wet naturally.
Well, you couldn't be because there aren't. I think actually they do kind of pipe in the prostate though, so it does drip out that pre-cum in there. So you're using that as lubricant. That's nice. Yeah. That's nice to know.
Yeah. While you're describing it, Jim Norton is actually applying eye drops to his eyes.
Well, at least I'm not putting them on my tongue.
He's just squirting it into his face.
Yeah.
It felt lonely.
Someone put these eye drops on my back. Tell me I'm loved.
Yes. Someone punched the back of my head and I dropped my neck. I'll understand, believe me.
People want to Google bomb A-Rod douchebag face.
All right.
Excellent.
Let's go with a
Have
Google
fun with
bomb
that
today. A-Rod douchebag face.
I don't know if that's
So
necessary.
what are you guys talking about tonight?
There's a study out that says loneliness is worse than smoking, which I smoke, so I think it's true because most militant non-smokers are friendless. So I think it's nice to know that people that harass me for smoking are going to be dead soon. So that's pretty good.
Yeah,
doing another.
lonely.
We'll probably cover the chimp story, and then there's another story about you're not allowed to kiss at train stations now because you slow down traffic. That's in Europe. And
Europe's stupid, by the way.
It is stupid. It's
stupid.
It's not as good as Epcot Center. It's like we got the best of Europe in Epcot Center.
That's all. I always said that. It's like, oh, I want to go to Europe and Paris and Spain and I go, fuck that. One loop around Epcot and I'm eating the food and fucking nice. I know I'm not getting dysentery.
It's the best of Europe.
Fantastic.
In one place.
I could go to fucking Morocco and not have my head cut off.
Yeah, the best thing about Epcot Center, it looks like Europe, but it's run by Americans, so it's successful.
Yeah, right. So it actually works.
Yeah.
You start out. You ever do the bar crawl thing there? It's fucking great. You start out at that little Irish English place, and then you go to the Irish place, and then all the way around. And by the time you hit fucking Mexico, you're done.
Exactly.
Spent. Yeah, that is good. You can go to all the countries, and it's safe. Don't need a passport.
Yes.
Fuck it. I'll take Epcot over Europe any day.
Exactly.
All right, you said you have a hard out at 11. It's 11:10, so we got to get you out.
Shit.
I got to run, but you guys are supposed to come on my show at some point.
Yeah,
I would love it.
Yeah. Oh, well,
I'm doing the Hannity program in April.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes,
fantastic.
I'm very excited about that.
He's all hands, so watch it.
Oh, I know. I've been on that show before. He grabbed my balls. I was like, hey, Sean, come on.
He's a
You're
groper.
conservative talk show host. If this gets out.
He has a football, and when he's like a Nerf football on the set. He throws it up. When you reach up to grab it, all of a sudden he grabs you.
That is,
old gag.
As an employee, that is not true. That is not true.
That Jimmy knows that something like that is done scares me.
Possible, right? How do you know that?
From a host of a children's show.
Yeah, watch this.
You fucking creep.
Yay!
Yay! Look, that tickles. You dropped the ball. We got to do it again.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That actually does sound like fun, though.
Yeah, it does. Especially if Hannity's doing it.
Yeah. I would have been such an easy kid.
Oh, yeah.
Here, young Greg.
Yeah.
I called you a slut.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
Take it easy
tonight, man.
DVR the thing, because it's on late. We all know
it's
that.
Very,
but DVR.
very good.
Red Eye with
All right,
Greg
guys.
Gutfeld.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Norton's going to be on
Fine,
tonight.
man.
I think we're done, too.
Yeah.
What do we got?
done.
New sponsor, Carbonite? What is Carbonite?
I do want to
all
go
about?
and fart in that room.
He's a good sort.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Why do you think I actually, a girl, Stacy, who was in during the segment with David, during commercials, she goes, is it all right if I sit here? And I was like, that's fine by me. You know, I don't care. So you wouldn't fart in this.
That was the only reason?
And he just blasted on out.
Oh, boy.
It was so he wouldn't stink the fucking studio up.
What are you, nuts?
Well, why were you going to leave?
Because I wanted to fart on Derek.
Oh,
I wanted
shit.
to trap Derek.
I thought you actually had some politeness in you.
Oh, no, I fucking cut like 3 gases while we were here before. I cut while fucking Gutfeld was talking. It was an awful one. It smelled like armpit. It was a horrendous gasser. I'm sorry if you get some, but you're married. I didn't smell it. I got no shot with Stacy, so why not?
No, I just thought because, any lady, I thought you were going to,
Oh, please.
When we get David in here to try to pick her up.
Yeah, only ladies that are going to be nuzzling my anus with their face will I not cut gassers in front of.
All right. Well, Danny's here.
All right, let's get out of here.
That was a little dig, Danny, that you were going to be.
Well, that wasn't bad.
What's Carbonite about?
Carbonite?
Is that a new sponsor?
You should have fucking Carbonite. What happened to your computer? What happened?
You should have Carbonite. You should only get Carbonite.
You should only get Carbonite.
My girl lost her hard drive.
Exactly.
Did Danny lose his hard drive recently, too?
Yes.
Too much whiskey.
I did. This never happens to me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it happens to every computer, faggot.
I lost about 80% of my pornography collection.
Oh.
See?
Oh, not
really?
good.
Mad.
And just by the grace
Imagine
of
how many years
God.
that saved you, though.
Yeah, probably quite a few.
In the
Exactly.
joint.
By the grace of God and Sam, Opie's hard drive was brought back to life long enough to get the information off of it. But you were fucked. There was no way that
I'm
info
one of
was
the
coming
lucky
back.
ones because we went to the Mac store and everyone there said, nah, you're
Yeah.
fucked. Everyone said, you're fucked, you're done.
Yeah.
There's no way you're getting anything off this hard drive. Sam, it was some kind of miracle and I got it back. But
Now every picture shows ghostly images on it. Ooh.
But they have this Carbonite thing. What is it? Backs up your system?
Carbonite.com. You know what it does? It automatically backs up your hard drive off-site. So your house can burn down. and you can still recover all of the stuff that was on your hard drive.
Holy shit! This
Offsite,
is
so whenever you're connected to the internet, it automatically just downloads or uploads your files, important files, pictures, everything that you want to keep that a crash would be devastating for.
Wow.
Carbonite.com. You know what a service like that would cost you? What are you thinking? $1,000, $2,000, $3,000
a month?
No, a month.
2,522,000
at Ted's Computer Backup Emporium.
Yes, I back him up by hand. I sketch all of your photos. And I write out your information with a pencil.
Boy, that takes a while.
It certainly does. I store them in the back of my Chevy Vega.
It's Kevin Spacey's apartment from 7. It's just all those composition notebooks.
Yes. How many customers do you have, Ted?
I have one customer.
So far, one.
I certainly do. I have a food chain, Pathmark.
Wow, that's a big contract.
I'm adding up all the receipts. I'm still in 1974.
Trying to back all that up.
I am, yes. They were paying that bespectacled announcer far too much money. Remember that creep?
Yes.
I hated him.
He was in Poltergeist.
Yes, he was. He frightened me.
Yes. It's always funny to see him curse in the movie.
He said cunt a lot around the Pathmark shoots, I heard. He'd say, "Where's the cunting pea soup?" And they'd go, "Cut."
Save it, Pathmark. Now you can get chop meat for $3.99 a fucking pound.
Yes, and he would always take the ShopRite Scrunchy Bear and fuck it when the cameras are off to show them who was boss.
Never heard of that.
Yes, it's true. He frightened me.
So you've been sketching all their files.
Yes, I have been, and their employees.
Oh, why do you want to keep trying?
I do their ID cards.
You don't have a printer and a computer to do that?
I do, but electricity is so expensive. I'm Ted the Chiseler.
Well, I think until Ted's freed up, you should go to Carbonite.com because it's only $50 a year. You thought I was going to say a month. A year for $50
That's
a year.
This is easy.
For that safety and security, knowing all your files are taken care of and saved. Go to Carbonite.com.
I have a better service.
Oh, Ted?
I charge $75 a year, and you get 5 megabytes of space.
Wow. That's not that much.
That's all you'll ever need.
Just did a megabyte joke. Jesus.
Upload your Word files, any thoughts you may have.
But what if you have, I know a lot of people, they have literally tens of thousands of pictures and video files.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now, how would you store that?
You have to have a lot of different accounts.
You got to divvy
You store a few pixels in each account.
So it costs $75 for each account?
It certainly does. Keeps them from getting stolen.
Where you at with Bond?
What's that?
Where you at with the Bond?
Yeah, what kind of speeds you got as far as upload and download speeds?
14K with super the modem. You plug your phone right in and zippity doo dah, right up it goes.
Right up it goes.
Yes.
Zippity doo dah.
Right up there. Well, 14K.
You know, for the $50 a year, I'm sorry, Ted, I got to go with Carbonite.com. Mm-hmm. And right now, free trial. You get 2 months free if you decide to buy. So how fantastic is that?
That's crazy.
Use the offer code XM.
My God, they're practically giving it away.
It's Carbonite.com, offer code XM. Protect those priceless files today at, not Ted's, at Carbonite.com.
Boo! Boo! Big business trying to rub out the little guy.
Yeah, they're always doing that, Ted. Like GE with their light bulbs.
Yes.
How's that light bulb filament emporium going?
The economy has cost me greatly, Anthony.
I remember you only had one client there.
Yes,
too.
I did. And he committed suicide due to the Madoff scandal. He lost $700 with Bernie Madoff. His life savings.
Well, not the cost of one of your filaments?
It certainly was. So I actually had him killed because he couldn't pay for the filament. I wear it as a tie.
Ted is a douche. Sure is. Let's hear it for Ted, you guys.
Oh, well,
thanks for
thank you, everybody.
Stopping by. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Time to go.
Before I forget.
Whoa,
yes,
whoa.
that was nothing. Son of a bitch.
You got, did you?
Yes, Ted certainly did get everybody. Hip hip hooray for Ted.
Later.